Yo!
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, sorry for being late, but it's my fault. I was trying to finish the episode of Mandalorian and at the same time watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. But anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. How's it going, Grae? How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Yeah, but once again, sorry, chat and everyone who's been waiting. But yes, we're back, and hopefully, you guys are having a good Saturday or Sunday. And but yeah, whoa. So lots of stuff happened this weekend, and I just went through like all the list that you gave me for like a bunch of the what's it called again topics that you want to talk about, and man, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. Were you able to watch the Mario Brothers movie?
Yep. I was able to.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. I liked it. I mean, I'm definitely not the most hardcore Mario fan, but
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it because like there's so much references to the game, and I can see why no one who has ever touched a Mario game would see why they wouldn't like it because
Yeah,
they really will not get the references they used.
yeah, for sure. But before we get started, if you can kindly smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll know when we go live. So I'll probably change out the outro. We will probably be going live moving forward at around 7 p.m. I think this time is perfect, like I said before. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I believe it should be what 10 p.m. Eastern
Yeah.
Time.
How are you doing with the animated intro and outro for the podcast?
But so the animated one we actually have if you go so I'm not sure if you have access to it. I think only I do. But there should be this part on the side that says brand, and there should be a countdown thing. So I believe once I figure out how the animation is going to look like, I will make one. Me and Dave will make one for the channel, and we'll
Okay.
loop you into it. We'll loop you in along the way. I'll probably do some quick animation for it, some storyboards of some animation. I'll talk to my wife about it too, so what she thinks, since she's also a what's it called again? She does fuck storyboarding, and then I can do simple animation. Once I have the animation set up, I can send all of that to Dave, and Dave should be able to do a lot of post-production stuff in Toon Boom animation, so he'll go ahead and fix that for us. So that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah,
Okay.
so I'm not sure if do you have access to that, like if you hit brand on the side.
Sorry. I'm not sure which one what is it on the link somewhere or on a
Oh,
drive?
you might not have it. You might not have access to it since I'm the host. Since
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
using
if
host
you're
right now,
referring to
yeah.
StreamYard, yeah, I don't. Yeah, all I see is the stream settings.
Oh, is Dave Asian as well? I'm just saying you should stay on brand. No,
No, he's not. He's not.
Dave is very white. He's very white, but he probably he's probably very in tune with the Asian community. Probably more than I am. It's because like he likes a lot of the Asian. I like he actually watched Beef with Steven Yeun and Ali Wong. Like I haven't even watched that yet. Like he's very into the Asian culture. But but yes, yes. Hopefully, yes. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I believe we are at 1,800 hours, right? Watched hours.
Mhm.
So we are not. I think we're almost halfway to getting monetized. But thank you everyone who subscribed, liked, and all that stuff, and commented. May it be if you guys are hating the videos that we make or hating the content we produce, the fact that you guys are watching, that definitely means a lot. But let's go ahead and talk about since it's still fresh on our minds. Let's go ahead and talk about the Mario stuff. Um, let's go ahead. I'm going to. Did you like it? Did you like the movie? I like
Yeah.
you mentioned that like you're not like a super big Nintendo, probably not Mario fan, but overall, what was your thoughts on it? Like if you were to rate it, right?
Yeah, I am. If you are like a mega Mario fan, like you've played and finished every single Mario game, it's an easy 10. It's an easy. It's a
Mhm.
home run. It's everything you could ever want. The only probably thing you can point out, which is nitpicking, is the lack of like Daisy, Wario, Waluigi. But that's going to go down the line now that given how impressively, amazingly successful the movie is.
Mhm.
But yeah, as a normie, I'll give it around 8 or even maybe even 9 because yeah, it's you can really feel they did right by the fans. Like you can really feel the passion that we're doing this for the fans and only for the fans. If you're not a fan, then it's fine. It's like
Mhm.
you're probably not gonna enjoy this movie, but thank you for watching something like that. It's not terrible. It's not you don't feel like someone's preaching at you. You don't feel like someone's virtue signaling at you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a good fun time. It's just that you can bring your kids over and just have a good time. It's like I can see why people want to watch it again and again because we're so short of these type of content because of all
Yeah.
the crap that Disney Marvel slash DC is releasing of late. Yeah, it's like overall, I'm quite happy with it.
Okay. Yeah, man. But yo, we have Booming Bob in the chat. We have Evar Jance, and yeah, Alec Baldwin's finger. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out in the chat. But yeah, um, I w- we will probably since this movie's been up for about a little like a week and a half now, so we probably will go into spoilers. So if you guys don't want to listen to spoilers or anything like that, because I know the movie's relatively still new and the movie hasn't been released in across the world yet. If you guys want to hang out, that'll be great. But if not, and we understand if you guys do want to leave. But okay, there is one part of the movie that sort of like I'm like you could completely remove that part, and it's the part where Peach was showing Mario like how to do the like she had her own like I guess obstacle course, right? It sort of reminds you of what's it called, Mario Maker, where it's like you go through, you make the like crazy impossible
Yeah, yeah,
Mario Maker, and she goes through it like very very easily, right? She's super super good, and then Mario goes through it multiple times and he sucks, and then at the end he's like, okay, let's go. I think you're ready. He's like, I'm not ready yet though. If I didn't finish this obstacle course, how am I ready? He's like, well, you went far enough. Like you almost got it. And then it's like, oh, it took you a long time too, right? He's like, oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, it took me a very long time, a very very long time. Yeah, and he was like, you beat it on your first try, didn't you? It's like, oh yeah, I did. So it's sort of like that. I guess that part, if you're really into that, well, not into it, but like let's say if you're against that, the whole like a woman, strong woman power thing, like that part might have irked you. For me, it did a little bit, but it didn't bother me as much as it bothered like a bunch of other people. I know I was listening to Tim Pool. He does a lot of political commentary, right? And he basically came out and said, yo, this movie is woke. It's so woke. And like Princess is a boss lady, and she was doing this. She was so good. And they're basically saying, who is he? And she's like, he's nobody. And then he's like, oh my god. And then Bowser's a simp. And I'm like, Bowser has always been a simp,
yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
always
Always,
been a simp
always.
for Peach. Like it. Have you not played any of the games? There's a reason why he captures her. Like the most definitive one. I know not a lot of people played it, but if you look at I think it's Mario Odyssey, right? I didn't play Mario
Mhm.
Odyssey, but Mario Odyssey there was a costume for Peach, not Peach. There's a costume for Bowser where he's in the like his hat, like
Yeah,
the white hat.
I think I think it's the exact same outfit actually. The one from
Yeah,
the one in Odyssey. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see this from Evar. As Ripa would say, the Mario movie is a layup, so they did. Yeah, it's here's the thing. I think what Grae said earlier is definitely on point when he said the reason why this movie will do really really well is because it has a lot of rewatch ability, right? Whenever we play a video game, Grae, we
Mhm.
always ask, what's the replayability like? If you
Mhm.
go into the game again, is like how often can you play it? Like how enjoyable can you go? Is there a new game plus? Can you replay it again? And that's the reason why I think that's what this movie has. There's a lot of rewatchability. I think there's a lot of Easter eggs. There's so much Easter eggs I probably missed a good amount, but
Yeah,
I did
yeah. Me
notice.
too.
So I was like, okay, there's Mr. Game and Watch. There's the Punch Out Pizza, right? And you have a bunch of like I want to go and look at all the background stuff. But I think overall, if you didn't play any of the games, I think this movie is solid, right? It's like I would say, like you said, like a solid. If you're very very nitpicky, I would say like a 7. but I don't think
Yeah.
it's a hard 8. Like
Mhm.
if you're like a very very normie, right? But if you are a big Mario fan, big Nintendo fan, and you play the older games and stuff like that, and you even also play the newer games, this movie is like a 10, right? And I think overall it's very very enjoyable. I think the 2 post credits were really cool. The mid one was funny, and the last one is like, okay, that could be really cool, right? So but what's it called again? So I'm gonna say spoilers in what's it called, the post credits. The first one is the Peaches song, right? There's a little bit more of it because I believe Bowser was playing it in the middle of the movie, and he sort of got stopped, and then he continues to play the rest of the song in the end of the movie, and it's like he's in a small form, right? And I heard, I'm not sure, but Dan Vask, I heard that he might be making a cover of it, which is super super cool if he does. I'm really looking
Yeah,
forward
yeah,
to it.
yeah.
But so that's the mid credit. The post credit is it goes into like the sewer area where Mario and Luigi gets transported into the Mushroom Kingdom, and there's a green egg. So that green egg was actually one of the gifts that the Koopas were giving to Bowser because it was like a wedding gift, right? They're putting it on the wedding gift table, and that egg hatches at the end, and you hear the Yoshi noise, like it's a so that's pretty cool because Yoshi, our Yoshi, the green one that we know, it's not present in the movie. There are a bunch of Yoshis in the background,
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
right? But Yoshi is not present. So I think overall this movie is great. I would probably watch it again.
Mhm.
And I think I'm not a big fan of Donkey Kong's voice, of course, even after
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah.
You sort of get used to it, but I don't know. What do you think about Chris Pratt's voice?
Yeah, I liked it. I think he did right by it. I mean,
Mm,
still preferably Charles Martinet, but
mhm,
yeah, I think Chris Pratt did a great job trying to portray the Mario the best he could. And yeah, in that interview already, you already know, just hearing them speak out prior to its release, like, I want to do right by the fans because people are so passionate about this.
mhm.
You know he's gonna do his best, which he did. It kind of manifested in the movie. So yeah, it's I think it was a job well done for Chris. Like, I still feel it's still Mario
Yeah.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Boss Woman Peach? Did that bother you? Did you like it? You're like, okay, it makes sense, like because there were like she had her own game and stuff like that. But what do you think of? Did that bother you? Like, did she feel
Not
like a Mary Sue?
the trailer is you already have an idea that she was gonna be like that anyway. Like, because
Mhm.
they showed the trailers like her holding that halberd. I don't have to properly read
I think
halberd with
yeah,
beside Toad.
yeah.
There was you already know they were going to go for that angle, so I was kind of okay with it. They're not taking it way too far. It's like at some point, like, I think she's the perfect character to be able to what do you call this, to guide Mario to where he needed to be,
Yeah.
which, yeah, which is what happened in the movie, right? And I already because I watched some videos too, like, so I kind of got spoiled that it was Luigi who needed to be saved, not Peach. So I
Yeah.
already knew beforehand the move, but which was fine too. It's like it's kind of like a subvert expectation kind of thing, because like they probably Nintendo didn't want that one to one with the game. They didn't want to,
Mhm.
like, oh, we gotta save the damsel in distress, which is Peach. So it's like they wanted to shake things up a little bit, just a little bit. So they just sprinkled in. They're gonna save Luigi instead,
Yeah.
which is pretty okay, which is fine with me. It's like, and yeah, at the end they managed to tie it together with Luigi also helping out Mario towards the final moments of the movie, which is I'm
Yeah.
fine with. Yeah, so overall, no, I didn't find it bothersome the way they approach Peach, because you have to put it in, like, there's a difference between translating it from to a movie form. So you have to make it more appalling for not appalling, palatable for people who have no background or not much background with the video games. So I
Yeah.
think that's fine.
Yeah. I agree. I think overall, the whole badass Peach where she's like a lot of people's like, oh, and she's basically Peach Skywalker, right? Or Peach, Princess Palpatine or whatever. I think
Yeah,
um I think overall it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would have bothered me because I did see that part where I think yeah, the word right here is a halberd,
Albert.
right?
Yeah,
I think it was she takes her motorcycle back to the Mushroom Kingdom, right? And she's tell everyone, it's like, oh, you got to evacuate the city. Bowser's coming. Get the hell out of here. And then she's in her motorcycle uniform, so it makes sense. She wasn't in that uniform already. She was in her biker uniform because she was doing the whole Mario Kart thing, right? She comes
Mhm.
in and she kicks the halberd up, and I'm like, okay, she like I get that she was sort of like a a badass, but I think it didn't bother me because it wasn't that like she was unstoppable, right? There was some times where like she did get hit. Like I remember she got the blue flower, right? The
Yeah.
blue flower where she iced Bowser, but she also
Mhm.
did get hit. It's not like she was like, oh, I'm a badass and I can't die, and then like I'm basically going to get the last punch in for Bowser, taking him out. But the movie is called Super Mario Brothers, so it makes
Brothers.
sense at the end that was Luigi and Mario that takes down Bowser. The thing is that I know that even back in the day, like I think they had like a hybrid of a 2D and live action TV show, and Peach actually does a lot of these like cool things already. So it's not foreign, right? And she even did a bunch of stuff that we had the, what's it called again? God, what's that game? Mario Tokidoki or whatever it's called, right? It's basically Mario Brothers 2, and that game wasn't supposed to be a Mario game that's like that's canon, right? Have you played the Mario 2 where you can actually use Luigi, Toad, and Peach?
No. I'm uh surprising thing about me. I have never finished a Mario game.
All right, chat. We're gonna call it a night. The stream is
Okay,
done.
okay.
We're
It's
gonna.
done, done. See ya, see ya.
All right, see you guys. But joking aside, so we have the Super Mario Brothers game, right? That did it, right? And then you have the one that goes. So that's the one that you get to use Luigi, where you can find out that Luigi has this like crazy jump where he jumps up and he does this sort of like double jump. He's like very floaty. Peach has the thing where she jumps up and you hold A and she gets to float, and
Yeah, yeah. That
and
one,
then
there's a reference. I think it's also applicable in Smash.
yeah,
She also
it's
does it
a
in
lot of
Smash.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of it was shown in Smash, and then Toad is he's a lot shorter, he's a lot faster, but he can pick up mushrooms a lot quicker than everyone else. And Mario is Mario, so a lot of people's like, whoa, like people who are basically defending the fact that she's like a boss lady and she shouldn't be like that is because she's a princess and stuff. A lot of people's like, well, if you think about it, she was like that in that game. Or the reason why it's okay is because actually that game was actually a dream the entire time. Because if you beat the game, Mario is dreaming the entire time. So Peach wasn't supposed to be a boss lady, right? And I think that was Tim Pool's argument. It was like, oh, that was a dream because Mario 2 in Japan was so hard they never released it here in the states, which is called Mario's Lost, the Lost Stages or whatever whatever I forgot what's it called already. But it's it's crazy. It like for me, I think that the movie was good, right? And I'm fine with her being like, okay, she knows her stuff and stuff. But yeah, uh, yo, I need an XXL Project Eggroll shirt in black brought to me in Vegas, please. Yo, what's going on, Jay? How's it going, man? Yo, what's happening? But we definitely do need probably like a mascot, right? Other than a simple egg. All right, it shall be done, Jay. It shall be done. Well, but hope you had a great stream. But yeah, I'm glad that you are heading to Vegas. Grae and
Yeah,
I are
yeah.
super excited to go, and the fact that you said that you weren't gonna go sort of made us sad, but the fact that you are going, that's
Yeah,
awesome, man.
and I think we were both on their stream when the announcement that announcement was made, saying, "Oh, Jay's going."
But yeah, but yes, we will try to get you a shirt in a couple of days. No promises. But yo, thank you so much for stopping by, man. But yeah, I think the movie has a lot of rewatchability, and I think overall it didn't bother me too much, and that leads us into this article by the Hollywood Reporter. Box office sensation Super Mario Brothers movie crosses a record 500 million globally. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the number one holder before was Ice. No, not Ice. Frozen 2. Yeah,
Frozen.
was it Frozen
Yeah,
2? Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah. Okay. Just to what's the proper term I'm looking for? Just to I watched Odin's video, the one he uploaded in Geeks and Gamers. If you're going to factor in inflation, it didn't really beat Frozen 2 in terms of performance with regards to its first week. But yeah, but anyway, not to dismiss how good this is, but yeah,
mhm.
just giving a more leveled approach on this performance.
Wait, what? Is this true? Is this true? I got 7 people asking me for egg roll shirts. Really? Oh man, I'm not sure. Okay, so I think my brother-in-law is trying to do like a printing thing, like a screen printing thing. I don't know. I can ask him for it. Holy crap! Wait, what? Jeremy, Ryan, and
Really?
others.
Wow.
Okay. We definitely. Okay, we have to make one now. So
Yeah, yeah. We didn't
so
we weren't aware.
we have to make one. So what's it called again? Let me go ahead and remove this really quick. The this design over here, this Let's Go Brandon shirt, that I made this design. So I'm not foreign to making like shirts and stuff like that. And like you'll see me wearing a Deadpool shirt,
Oh,
him riding on a unicorn. I made that one too, but of course I got DMCA'd from
I see, I see.
from Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I remember way back then when I just first found you on Twitch. Like I wanted to buy one of your shirts. I want to, but it's just that the shipping was too. I think the shipping was not possible for the one
yeah,
you were
for
working with.
Philippines, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I did make a couple of shirts. I remember I made like a Hello Kitty and like Star Wars crossover. I got DMCA'd so hard on those. Like I made one with Hello Kitty and Harley Quinn, Hello Kitty, Luke Skywalker, Hello Kitty, Leia, and Han. All of them got DMCA'd, but it's not by
Ugh.
Disney. I didn't get DMCA'd by Disney. I got DMCA'd by Hello Kitty and Sanrio.
What?
They DMCA'd me so hard. I'm like, what the F, dude? It was like instant. It was like I put it up for like maybe like 30 minutes. I got DMCA'd from Sanrio. I'm like, no freaking way.
Dang. Okay.
But but yeah, say bro, all you need is the egg with Project Eggroll. Okay, so just an egg and Project Eggroll on it with like maybe the Japanese writings, the Japanese Asian type
Yeah.
font or something. Okay, everyone wants one. All right, fine. We will make one, and I will. Yeah, I'll probably have to make one then. All right. I'll go over with Grae to see what's a good design that can read. Hopefully, it can go on most shirts, not just black. But hopefully maybe a bunch of shirts like this. I remember when I made this Let's Go Brandon one. This is a test print. This is like on dark gray. So but yes, I will try. I will try. But thank you so much for everyone who's wanting one.
Ye-
I will go ahead and make one. But yeah. Let's see. If so, I know that Odin didn't want Super Mario. Like he's like, it's not gonna hit 1 billion. I remember him talking.
Yeah,
He's like, no
yeah.
way, it's not gonna hit
Yeah,
it.
I think there's a bet going on. He has to eat pineapple pizza if it reaches if it reaches 1 billion.
Yo, your pineapple. Yeah. So he hates pineapple pizza, or he thinks it's like blasphemy or
I
something.
I think so because when I check the comments, oh, he's gonna need to eat that pineapple pizza.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. DM me for sizes. I want a black. Okay, for sure, we'll do. Okay. Sorry for the podcast. Much love, guys. Yo, thank you so much for stopping by, dude.
Yeah,
You're not bothering us or anything like that. We're just
yeah, it's
hanging out.
fine.
Yeah, but yo, thanks for stopping by, man. I know you're super tired. I'm not sure if you're going to be on Flashcast if they're having a Flashcast tonight. But yeah, Odin versus Jeremy bet. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's funny. I want to see a video of him eating it.
That's probably gonna happen,
Yeah,
or maybe
that'll be
on
so
live
funny.
stream.
Yeah,
It's probably live, probably in front of everyone.
yeah. Let's see. So it took less than a week for Universal and Illumination movie to zoom past Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 and become the top grossing film of 2023. Wait, oh shit, it made that much money already? Wait, is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
the highest grossing movie so far?
yeah. It's top video game movie adaptation, and according to Yellow Flash, I think it's about to be the top grossing animated film.
Oh crap. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Okay, so it's now the number one video game adaptation, like you just said. That's great. Mario number one. That's great. I see. This is the thing that um that makes, like, other than the fact that Mario, in my opinion, I think in terms of popularity, I would say it's on par with Mickey Mouse. I I think, in my opinion, I know Mickey Mouse has been out longer. Um, right? Like, if for the people in the chat who didn't know, I believe Oswald the Lucky Rabbit came out first, right? It was Walt Disney's creation, but it was licensed to like Universal, and then Universal basically has full, I guess, basically full rights to it. So they're like, oh, Walt's like, crap, I can't make, I don't have the full rights to this character anymore. What can I do? So then he's like, okay, I think his wife or his brother said something about, why don't you make a mouse? He's like, cool, what about Mortimer Mouse? And then it's like, Mortimer sounds stupid. So then they changed to Mickey Mouse, and then Mortimer sort of becomes a different mouse in the future. So and yeah, Mickey Mouse has been out since, I don't know, the 40s, maybe even before that, maybe like the 30s or something. But I think right now, with video games being such a big thing across the board, it makes sense that Mario is number one, and that factors in that they're not putting in much or any identity politics or
yeah,
SJW woke crap, right?
yeah, exactly.
Um, can you name like one woke moment in this movie, other than that one scene that I like, that sort of irked me, but that's like a very, very tiny portion of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I consider it like, if that was me, if that was me talking, it's like I would, if I was gonna talk about that, it's like I would frame it as, I'm kind of nitpicking here already. It's like it's not. It's really not. There are really movies that are like that. That it's the female leads that are showing the male leads how to go about it,
Mhm,
which is that's fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, yeah. At least the female character has a role to play. It's like, what more can these people saying that it's woke ask for?
mhm.
It's the same line of reasoning as Yellow Flash. Like, that's his reasoning. What Peach was really a strong character here. It's like there are people who are pushing that Peach didn't do the final blow, stuff like that. What were you expecting? The movie's called Super Mario Brothers. It's not
Yeah,
Super Peach. It's not Super Peach.
yeah.
Yeah, right. It's just
Yeah,
fine.
it definitely makes sense, right? It's sort of like I remember there's a meme that went on online, and did you watch Naruto, at least like the base Naruto like TV show, or no?
A little. I forgot where I stopped. It's like I didn't even reach the part where Sasuke and Naruto ended up. I didn't even reach that part yet because there's just so many episodes.
So there's this scene where they're fighting on top of a rooftop, and then they're both, Naruto just learned his Rasengan, and then he's fighting against Sasuke, and they're doing the Rasengan and Chidori, right?
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
both, I think Kakashi saw, and he caught both of them and swung them across, and they both hit like a water tower, right? And I believe Sasuke, like, his hand goes through the water tower, and sort of breaks it, and then Naruto, his is like a tiny hole, right? And it's just sort of water just spewing out of it. And then because during this time they're rivals, so they're like, "Oh, I'm better than you. I'm Sasuke. I'm better than you. I'm super edge lord," right? So he jumps off. He jumps off like the balcony and sort of turns up, and and it says, "At this moment, Sasuke realized the show was called Naruto." And he looks up at the water tower, and behind the one that Naruto hit is a giant blast. So this is like, for people who's thinking, it's like, of course Mario and Luigi are gonna do the final punch to Bowser, is because it's their fucking movie, right? So
yeah.
it just
Exactly.
makes sense. Like, if Peach were to do the final punch and take out Bowser, then we would have been like, yeah, that part should have been left up to, it should have been left up to the brothers instead of Peach, in my opinion,
Yep. Yep.
right? But
Exactly.
I think overall this movie is it's great. Uh, so let's see. It only took a matter of days for Super Mario to knock off Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the year's previous best earner, with 474.4 million in the global ticket sales, including 212.2 million domestically. Yeah, so and like we said, this movie hasn't even been released in Japan yet.
Japan and Korea. I think Korea's a really huge market too, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's wild, man. I'm glad that this movie's doing super super well. I think
Yeah.
it deserves it, and we know this movie's like we know this movie's gonna have a part two. We're gonna have a Nintendo expanded universe. Like
Diverse.
Chris Pratt already said it in an interview,
Yeah,
right?
he already said it.
Right. We know that we're gonna add Yoshi, and here's the thing. Do you remember we talked about John Leguizamo last week? And he said that there are no Latin people,
Oh yeah, that one.
Latino
Okay.
people, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna Google what ethnicity is Anya Taylor Joy. I'm just gonna Google it really quick. So Anya Taylor Joy, Taylor Joy, born ethnicity English, Scottish, and a quarter Spanish, distant French and Irish. Okay, so she has a little bit of like Latino, like Latin American in her.
Yeah, yeah, she does.
There you go. I don't know what the fuck John Leguizamo was all up about. She basically has a hint of it in her blood. That's fine, right? Just because she doesn't look like it, right? This is
Doesn't mean
just
she
because she doesn't
isn't.
look like it, right? But here's the thing: John Leguizamo doesn't look like he's pretty white. He just has black hair, right? So
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know, man. I don't know what he's up about, but I think the movie's great. I'm glad the movie's doing well. I'm pretty sure it will break 1 billion. I don't think it has any type of like. Are there any movies that are coming up or
No,
that's out right now that's like fighting against it?
by the time it's May, which is very close to Guardians 3, it's already it already maximized its exposure. It's like it's already you can just see naturally start to fade, maybe a little bit. I would imagine it's still doing great by then, by the time Guardians releases.
So what's it called again? So it looks like it has nothing that's gonna you know head to head in terms of movies until Guardians come out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe Disney is like please, 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 people watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, right? Because I think that's the thing that they have left. That's next. That's like the big thing. That Chris
Mhm.
it's funny, Chris Pratt's also in that
Also
one.
in it. Yeah,
It's so
true.
funny. Let's see. How's it going, guys? I'm listening while playing Fortnite. Yo, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Naruto ain't even that good. I think Naruto right now, compared to a lot of the other stuff that's been out, I think it's overhyped now. Like it's still good overall. It's solid. I would say the Pain arc is probably the best in the series, in my opinion. But we can agree to disagree. So yeah, right here, no competition until Guardians 3. Okay, that 100% makes sense for sure. Uh, let's see. I was reading all the 1-star reviews on IMDb, and they all said the same thing. This is for video game fans, but for everyone else, it's meh, and they gave it 1 star since it was since when is meh? I think meh is like a 3,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mass average.
Yeah. I think people are just mad that there wasn't any gay characters, there wasn't any LGBT representation. I think that's the reason why they're mad, right?
Mhm.
I bet you if they added, I don't know, they made uh, they put in Daisy, and Daisy and Luigi aren't a thing anymore, right? Or maybe Daisy is like bi or something. She has a thing for Peach. Like I can see them like being okay with it, right? I we don't need to be pandered to, or like we don't need any identity politics or anything like that. But I
Yeah.
think overall, the movie's doing great, and this is why Disney's afraid, is because we're gonna switch over to here. is because this article you sent me. This is from the Direct. Disney
Yeah.
suffers worst box office flop of 2022. This is new data, and this came out today. So, man, what Grae? What was the last Disney thing you watched other than Mandalorian and Andor?
I watched Wakanda Forever in Disney Plus, which is it's okay. It's nothing special. It's like yeah, it's like you can I don't agree that what's that girl's name again? Shuri. I don't think Shuri should have been the Black Panther. It should have been the other warlord, the funny one. The one who's
Baku.
making yeah, yeah. I think it should have been him. He's more fit to be fit. He's more fit to be the Black Panther, because
Mm,
Shuri is more of the science, the intellectual one. Not it's gonna you're gonna invest. She needs to invest a whole. There has to be a whole development arc for her to actually be physique enough to be it, not just
mhm.
instantaneously like what they did with Riri Williams, the alleged instant Tony Stark. But yeah, it's like Disney's headed towards a path where only a few minority want it to go. Should I say the Twitter activists, if that's a
Yeah.
proper term for it? Yeah, it's like they're even gonna double down on that, which is more content for us. I mean, that's the silver lining.
Yeah, so though Guardians 3 is tracking lower than the second one, so it would be funny if Mario still stayed on top when that released. That would be a big blow to Disney. They're like, yo, we need to stop it with this woke shit, right? Like Trump
Mhm.
said, everything woke goes to shit. And I believe that to be true is because if you didn't have any, like all the Star Wars thing that's coming out or that's set to be released are all going to be female led, and all the men are like all the male characters are basically going to be dumb idiots. uh I don't think anyone will have an issue with that, right? Like if we're not saying that if you had a female running lead, or that's running the movie, immediately is going to be shit. You have good movies, right? You have good movies that are female led. Like the most recent one that I can see is what's it called again? God, what's Everything Everywhere All at Once. The one with Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh, yeah, I haven't. Is it good? Have you watched it?
It's
Is it?
really good. It's really good. I would say I'm glad that like it won a bunch of awards, I believe. But it's
Okay,
really,
okay.
really good. And there are woke elements in there, but I understand the woke elements, right? Um it's a very traditional Asian
I,
mentality of thinking.
okay, I imagine the woke stuff is something to do with clashing with Asian traditions. Am I correct?
Yes,
Okay, okay, yeah,
yes.
okay.
But the thing is that this movie is what Multiverse of Madness should have been. Doctor Strange 2. This is what it should have been, right? It's so good. And I'm glad God, who's the guy that played Short Round? He won like best supporting actor. And like he was like, this is the American dream and stuff like that. And even like what's it called again? Even Harrison Ford ran up to the stage and hugged him. Right? It's like he
Mm.
won, like fucking indie hug Short Round. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. It's swept at the Oscars. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Booming Bob and Mercury. Yeah. It's swept it's really, really good. Um let's see. Traditional families are still the bulk of the markets, and they just want no stress, easygoing entertainment. And I think a lot of people just want entertaining movies that they don't want to be pandered to. And I think that's why Disney is suffering a lot. I think people are just like done, but then they're like, oh, if they don't like it, then they're racist. If they don't like it, they're bigoted. Like if you don't like Little Mermaid, a black Little Mermaid, then you are extremely racist. So what are you talking about, man? Like we watched Wakanda, we watched Black Panther, right? Black Panther made $1 billion.
Mhm.
I don't know what the issue is. All right. How can you say, oh, you guys are super racist if you don't, you hate black people? What are you talking about? Do we hate Creed 3? I'm pretty sure Creed 1 and 2 were really good. I'm pretty sure Creed 3 was really good, right? And according to what I know, I didn't watch Ant-Man Quantumania, but according to what I heard, everyone loved Jonathan Majors. He was really,
I,
really good.
I tried, but it's like the moment I reached, I don't know the name of the daughter of Scott. The moment she talked about protesters, like screw this, I pressed the back button. I
I
don't want to hear it.
I forgot her actual name. I know her name
Yeah, I
is
forgot
her.
her name.
I know her superhero name is Stature. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know her actual real name, like
Yeah, it's like
her alter
the
ego.
scene where they brought her out of they bailed her out of the cell, then they were in the car. It's like she was talking about protesters. Ah, I don't want to hear this right now.
Yeah,
I
click.
just click back.
Yeah, but so it's just like I don't think that's the case. I think people are just tired of you calling us, oh, just because you don't like it, you're a piece of shit. I think people just hated that shit. To be let's see what was this right here? To be fair, Philip, you're super bigoted for being into butt. That's never gonna stop, man. Just because that one time I said, man, that guy's ass looks
That one.
good. I didn't know the guy. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read a couple of this. Disney just endured its biggest box office flop of 2022 with its most recent animated release. Disney has certainly had its ups and downs with the box office lately, but new data has shown that one film from the company was the worst box office flop of 2022, and I'm assuming that is Strange World, right? It lost a lot of money, and it took
Mhm.
a lot of money to make. Despite Marvel Studios taking hits from fans and critics for films like Thor: Love and Thunder, Disney still made a relatively healthy profit. The same happened for the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, but the animation studios took the brunt of the profit losses. Many expected Pixar's Lightyear to lose the mouse money, but an estimated 106 million loss for the entertainment conglomerate had to hurt. Unfortunately, expectations were even worse for Disney's Strange World, especially when it received the worst audience score in the animation studio's history. So it isn't surprising that it was just crowned the box office flop of 2022. So the thing is, uh, whenever you hear of Pixar or Disney's coming out with an animated movie, I think people just automatically assume that's going to be really good, right? Like whenever you hear Pixar, oh, Pixar's coming out with a new movie, oh, I don't give a fuck what it's about, it's going to be good,
Mhm.
right? And I think we are extremely far detached from what Pixar and Disney used to be, right?
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like when think about the first time when let's not talk about Tangled or Frozen. Let's talk about Wreck It Ralph. How big that was, right?
Yeah,
Especially
yeah. I
if
didn't. How was the second one? I really love the first one. I really like the first one.
you the second one, there's definitely some woke elements in there,
Mm,
but
okay.
first one is still better. Second one was there are some
Mm.
really funny parts, and there's some parts that are like, okay, I get it. But overall, I give it like a 7, like 7 at most, because like um they made, like, I know Wreck-It Ralph is supposed to be like a brute and he's like he's dumb, but they made him even even more stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
because
the
in the
second
first one
film.
he's trying to help, he's doing his stuff and stuff like that, and he's like he is
Yeah.
sort of dumb, but he knows what he's doing. In Wreck-It Ralph 2, that one he's like, okay, this guy needs to go to some kind of like he needs help, man. This guy needs help.
Yeah.
But yeah, um it's like, and then you have what's it called again? Frozen 1. In my opinion, I think Frozen 1's pretty good, but you can already see a lot of the female empowerment stuff, right? Especially when I think her name's Anna, right? So Anna is like, okay, I want a true love kiss. I want this, love is the open door. We're gonna have sex and stuff like that, and then she's gonna get frozen, and then eventually she's like, oh, I need a true love kiss, and then it's actually the love of the sister that
Yeah.
breaks the spell, right? And then you also look at Maleficent when Sleeping Beauty, right? Aurora pricked the what's it called again? The spindle, like, and she falls asleep. It wasn't the prince that saves her is the love from Maleficent, because Maleficent is actually the good guy,
Yeah.
right?
I
And
watched that. Yeah.
right, you're sort of start seeing all this like, okay, I'm seeing, yeah, woman power, woman power, woman power, right? I didn't like Maleficent. Maleficent got like a part two. I guess it can make shit ton of money, but I think and then you have what's it called again? Frozen 2, where she's like literally a god, and now they're gonna make Frozen 3. It's just it's just like, okay, sure, we know already. We know. And I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna make Anna, I don't know, like I'm pretty sure they people already included Elsa into the LGBTQIA group. Right? She didn't say that she did not say that
She
she wasn't a
doesn't.
part of
Yeah.
it. Right? So I think all of that, I think Disney's hurting right now. Um I know that Bob Iger came back. But he, like you said, like there was like a board meeting, and he said that we're gonna double down on this. We're gonna
Yeah, we're
continue
gonna
doing
double down
woke stuff.
this.
I don't know, man. Do you think Disney is going to course correct?
Not anytime soon. It's like there's this joke I want to make about Bob Iger. People might get upset.
Go for it, man.
Yeah, it's like Bob Iger should be worried that he's gonna get race swapped. Right? He's a white man, so it's like he's gonna get canceled.
Well, he has darker skin complexion, so he probably will identify like as a Puerto Rican or something.
He's gonna
I don't
find
know.
some way. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think overall Disney is taking a bunch of like L's, like it's not looking good for them. Like over here, I believe Guy said Kennedy tripled down on Star Wars being for, about, and led by women, and if that drives the franchise into the ground, so be it. Yeah, exactly. And especially when she took over, right? Um,
Yeah, if
uh, yeah, go ahead.
I didn't see the Star Wars event, but if you see the panelists talking there, it's like you already know the future of Star Wars is gonna even get even worse. Especially one guy was saying Star Wars was never about good or evil, which is insane.
Yeah. Oh
Because it's
yeah,
like
yeah. What the hell? It is about good and evil. What the fuck are you
yeah,
talking
exactly.
about? Look, so
The
here's
Empire blew up a planet. You're saying they're just misguided and confused.
they're basically trying to say that communism is good. That's what they're
Yeah.
trying to say. But the thing is that, do you remember when Kathleen Kennedy sort of took control of what's it called, Star Wars? This was like this is that same year, or a couple maybe a year later. This is what she wore, right? What does it say? The Force is female. Right? So basically, we already know that every single new character that's going to be the most badass character in the show, other than Donnie Yen, because that was an atrocity. It's basically the Force is female. Every character that's going to be leading, the pink-haired fucking woman that was the leader, that basically what's it called again? Fuck, it wasn't the Last Jedi, the pink-haired one. I forgot her name already. She was basically a badass, like, and she was able to go light speed and destroy a Imperial starship. And then you have Rey, and you have fucking Mary Poppins Superman. What's it called again? Leia, and the fact that they already officially said they're bringing Rey back, right? We all know that the Force is female. We already know, but the thing is that, can you make it entertaining? No, you can't, right? Because all of it is crap. Everything that Star Wars is coming out with is garbage, and
Yeah.
and then you get a sprinkle of good stuff. Some parts of the Mandalorian was
Yeah,
good, right?
there's this one part of the event. I forgot her name. I think chat can remember. There was this woman, was a woman. There's this director, I think, for I'm not sure which show, but she was really hell bent on saying like, as a woman, I really want you to know what you're doing wrong as a man. She's going along that line. I wish there's a link that we can watch, but I forgot who. I think it was Ryan. I think it was Ryan who played it. It's like it's like I was so baffled like how brazen that they could be. It's like, yeah, it's like they're really gonna double down on saying that men are evil, women are good at everything, stuff like that.
Mhm.
I chat will probably know who she was. I forgot her name. I couldn't remember, but there's a video on it floating on YouTube somewhere. I probably need to look for it, but yeah, it's really it's I think that's the worst one I've seen yet.
Mhm.
It
Yeah, I think
yeah.
what's it called again? There's also this article that I do want to share too. This is from Bounding in the Comics, right? So I'm not sure if it's her you're talking about. Was she on the celebration?
She's also one, but there's another one after her who doubled down far worse.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this one's from Bounding in the Comics. The Acolytes, Jodie Turner-Smith claims show having a black lead is so groundbreaking. Says
Yeah,
Star Wars is
the way
about
she presented
man's
herself
journey.
is kind of funny too. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
yes.
Oh
Women
my
are so
god.
empowered. Yes. I was laughing so hard.
I don't even know what this is. The Acolyte. So okay. The Acolyte actress Jodie Turner-Smith not only believes Star Wars is very patriarchal, but she believes the upcoming show is so groundbreaking because it features a black lead. Okay, while at Star Wars Celebration 2023 in London, England Turner Smith took the main stage with her co star Rebecca Henderson, where she discussed her role in the show. She began saying, "My character, she's a powerful leader. She's a powerful leader in a very woman centered world," which I was very excited to kind of be in that because I feel like Star Wars is very patriarchal. She continued, so it was kind of cool to have this sort of woman-centered figure. So this is where identity politics come into play,
Yeah.
right?
She's not even the worst one. Yeah, I Sailor Mercury, I think we're on the same page. Sailor Mercury also knows who she just can't I sorry. Sailor can't remember too that who she is.
Mhm.
Who her name. Maybe she's somewhere on the pictures if you scroll down, but
I don't know, maybe.
I'll no, not her, not her. No, she's no, not her.
Okay. Do we have any more? No, I think that's
No,
it.
no. It's probably yeah. She's not there.
Does she have like a long? She had
She
like a
has long hair. She has long hair.
yeah.
She has long hair for sure. But yeah, she's not in the pictures. But I'll know if once I see her. But it's not in the article apparently. But I'm pretty sure it's also in the same event. It's also in this celebration. But yeah, that one was really bad. Like she really went out of her way to say, "I want to make men uncomfortable." Like she used
Oh, I think I heard
yeah
about that one. Let's
yeah.
see.
That's really the term she used. That was really the
S-
term she used.
okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. Star Wars. No, no. Are we gonna pretend? Okay. There's videos on it, but I can't find. I don't think there's an article about it. Uh, yeah. I don't think there's an article about it. Jedi Fallen Order. This okay? No, this yeah, yeah, it's probably part of it. I don't know who you're talking about, but I think I heard someone talking about it. Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
yeah. I actually yeah, she basically said I want to make men uncomfortable,
Mhm.
right? I want that to happen. Yeah, that's why would you why most
Yeah, right.
most of your your demographic of people who watch your stuff are men,
Yeah.
right? It's like here's what here's what I see, right? I think what's it called again? This this is what they want. Let me see if I can find a meme for it. Uh, let me see if I can find a meme. Uh, let's see. Oh man. So there's a scene of what's it called again in I believe is it Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and it's basically these there's an orc that basically says this. The age of man is over, right? And this is basically all the SJWs. They all look like this. All you need to do is put pink hair on this, right? And I think this is what they want, right? You know, basically saying down with the patriarchy. Men should not be leading. You know this kind of stuff already. It's female now. It's basically
Yeah.
it's female dominated, and especially if you can put in the identity politics of the intersectionality, if you put in like a white person in there, they're gonna be even mad. So they have to be like a person of color, right? So right off the gate, if if the video or the acolytes trailer comes out or something like that that it drops, and if it gets ratioed and it gets like a lot of thumbs down, immediately you can say, oh, it's because a bunch of racist trolls online, right? And it's sad because Disney is just they're basically really after all. They think this is going to work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Yeah, it. I don't think it
it's like
will work.
yeah, that's the thing. It's well, that's the baffling thing. How could these executives in their boardrooms think, yeah, we're gonna double down. It's gonna work even more. It's gonna work even harder now after seeing all these losses. Like how?
Yeah,
I mean, how? What I don't know what tools what business tools they're using, what analytics tools they're using, but clearly it's not indicating that their products and services are crap. It's not
yeah.
telling them that. It's just telling them the trend. And it's like, okay, if we cut our cost in this segment, we're gonna reach profitability. I think that's all they see. That and along with their woke employees telling them that they're doing the right thing.
So
That's
here's the thing.
yeah,
Majority of they're trying to cater to the younger audience, right? They're trying to cater to the younger SJW. Oh, so, this is not for you. This is for a modern audience. This is for modern day and stuff like that. But a lot of the people of these quote unquote modern day kind of stuff, they don't fucking have money. Like these are mostly kids, people who are go on Twitter. Their parents have kids, right? But the thing is that their parents like, oh, I don't want anything to do with that, or their parents could be woke too, but who knows? But yeah, it's like why? Because they are all activists that don't care about making money anymore. I think a lot of these activists are woven into a lot of the entertainment and media that we consume. And if the movie does bad, and it doesn't make any money, they're just gonna blame people. They're just going to blame straight white males. They're just gonna blame, misogynistic, oh, Trump supporters and stuff like that. Oh, he's wearing a MAGA hat. Oh, but those are people who are just like, you know what? I just want good stuff, right? And this is 100% right here. Imagine a male actor saying, "I want to make women uncomfortable." Right? You're gonna get
yeah,
me too. Like Harvey
yeah,
Weinstein literally brings
yeah,
out his
exactly.
bring out his dick. You're like, look at that. But and it just keeps getting worse and worse for Disney. I don't think it's going to stop. I think it's going to continue. And then you have this, right? Disney fans who supported the Little Mermaid race swapping attacks newly cast Lilo and Stitch live action remake actress Sydney Agadong for not being dark enough to play Nani.
Yeah, the hypocrisy. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
What?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. They're basically saying, "Oh my God, we're finally getting a Lilo and Stitch. What? She's not dark enough. It has to be
yeah,
accurate." I agree. I want it to be accurate. So why is Little Mermaid? Why is Ariel
you know,
not white?
exactly, exactly.
So if we agree, okay, I agree with this person, okay, these activists online saying that this she's not dark enough, okay, but the thing is, she is of the culture. She is Hawaiian,
It's Hawaiian, exactly. She's
right? And
Hawaiian.
and the thing is that they already said they're going to be making a live action adaptation of Moana. So what happened if the girl who voiced Moana is not dark enough to play Moana? The Rock is not dark enough to play Maui. You can lick my ass, man. It's so stupid. This is the dumbest shit ever, man. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and read this a little bit. Hypocrisy. Thy name is identity politics. After spending a past few months accusing anyone critical of Ariel's race swapping in the live action The Little Mermaid of being a hateful bigot, Disney's more identity politics obsessed fans have now hypocritically taken to outright attacking newly cast actress Sydney Elizabeth Agadong for not being adequately dark enough to portray Nani in the studio's upcoming live action take on Lilo and Stitch. Agadong's casting as the older film's two sisters was first announced on April 13th, which is a couple days ago, courtesy of exclusive published by The Hollywood Reporter. I think I think it's so funny. I
Yeah,
think
it's like
it's stupid and funny.
the hypocrisy and double standard. It's clearly showing here, and they don't even realize it. That's the best part. They don't even
Yeah.
realize it.
Oh shit, man, it's so fucking funny. Let's see. Feminism nowadays is so cringe to me, and I'm female. All about female empowerment, but it seems like today's feminists are trying to wipe away men's existence and relevance. I 100% agree with you because this is considered the third wave feminists, right? The first wave are the people from the 60s, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh, we just want the right to vote. We want equality, and then there's second wave feminists are people who are in the 90s. you know um we want a female to get paid the same amount, and then you get then the third wave feminism, which is like, oh, we gotta remove men entirely, we don't need them anymore, right? And then all of a sudden, when World War III happens, when a draft happens, and then the guys are like, yo, you want it equality, right? You got to be drafted too.
Mhm.
It's like, oh,
Yep.
no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Well, the reason you wanted the right to vote, right? The right to vote, that means that you're going to get drafted. It's, oh, I don't want to vote anymore. I don't want to vote anymore. I guarantee you, right? I believe it was Cardi B or Nicki Minaj saying that. He's like, I think they're being interviewed. It's like that you want equality, right? It's like, yes, men and women should be equal. I was like, all right, when the draft comes, you're gonna get drafted. And she's like, oh, literally stammered and stumbled over her words because she's like, oh no, all of a sudden, it's not about equality anymore. So it's so wild that they're just like, I think everything about this, it's gonna bite them in the ass, and it's so hypocritical when even when it comes to this thing, right? An up and coming young actress, Filipino descent, whose most notable credits currently include guest spots in television series NCIS and On My Block. Lilo and Stitch will mark Agodong's first major cinematic appearance. So I'm assuming she's like part Filipino and part
Yeah, yeah.
Hawaiian, right?
When I just saw her first picture, I can already see she has Filipino features. So I
Yeah.
kind of know she has Filipino descent. She's a Filipino descent.
Okay, so this is from a person on Twitter. Why isn't she a native Hawaiian? Why is she so white? Nani is native. That is a major part of the story. I'm sure the actress is great, but this is why we need this to stop. This could have gone to a native actress for a native story. Actors start turning down these roles, maybe. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and we should completely get rid of Haley Bailey for for Little Mermaid and cast a white person because that's part of the that's part of the lore. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, she is Hawaiian, right? Like, here's the thing. Um, I believe there's a lot of people in Hawaii that are also like Filipino descent, like a lot of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I know there are plenty. There are plenty in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah. So and here's another one. They cast so well for Lilo, so that makes this abhorrently colorist casting for Nani even more bizarre. This casting is such an insult to brown-skinned native Hawaiians and to the fans of Nani, beyond disappointing. And another thing, they're also gonna get rid of David. I have a feeling they're gonna get rid of him. You know, the guy, the fire dancer guy.
It's been a while, but I can imagine.
So yeah, like most likely they're gonna get rid of him, and they're gonna swap him out with with what's it called again, a girl, and then they're gonna make Nani a lesbian. I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee it. Chat,
Probably.
just timestamp it. Bring this video back up when it happens. All right. So here's another one. Seeing a lot of people who aren't indigenous saying, "Oh, but she's native," and ignoring the blatant colorism happening here. Sydney Agodong should not be playing Nani. Do you know what? I think that Zach Galifianakis should not play Stitch. He's not an alien. Oh, it's so stupid. Right? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I thought we want the best person to be the part. Yes, we want them to look like it if possible, right? But we want the best actor for the part.
Mhm.
But you know, if it's not, I'm pretty sure like she can probably get a 10. Like, I'm pretty sure she can probably get a little darker, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Like, I don't think what's it called again? Let me look up voice of Moana really quick. Voice of Moana, Auli'i Cravalho, something. All right, so I'm gonna share this right here. Yo, she's way lighter than a Moana. We can't have her. She cannot be cast as Moana. All right. And same thing with same thing with The Rock. uh, same thing with The Rock. We can't have we can't have him, right? It's like I think The Rock is a little lighter. Yeah, there it is. The Rock is a little lighter. He cannot be cast as Maui. I'm sorry, Disney. We cannot we cannot do this. All right. We got to be super accurate moving forward, right? It's literally they're casting people that like doesn't even fit. You know, like he's at least 2 shades darker than The Rock. This is
True.
so stupid, man. I hate I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, right? So let's go ahead and there's another one from NBC. Disney's casting of Lilo and Stitch character prompts colorism debate. Let's go down, right? And so this person says, I get it. There isn't a look to being indigenous, but Nani is not light-skinned indigenous Hawaiian woman. Let's be serious right now. And then they're showing like, oh, Disney, we got a problem. Yeah, you have look how dark Jasmine is, and you get to cast this person.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did. Yeah. I didn't watch Aladdin, so yeah, that didn't register to me.
Oh yeah, just proves wokeness is just a set of lame arguments unqualified people use to crowbar their way into jobs they don't deserve. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like you're basically, oh, if you don't hire me because I'm a woman or I'm a person of color, then you're a racist, bigoted, sexist, misogynist, MAGA Trump voter.
Yeah.
Basically all those words.
Yeah. I think even Chris Gore tackled this in one of the live streams this week. It's like part of the reason why budgets are so bloated right now. It's because there are a lot. There's so much fat in the budget that are so unnecessary. Like you don't need a diversity officer in the film, so cut it out. Stuff like that. So part of the
Well,
reason why Disney is their budgets are sky high. It's probably because of stuff like that, like diversity officer, diversity checklist, stuff like that. So it's I wouldn't be surprised that there's a whole lot of those diversity stuff in their budget. This is why it's so bloated all the time, and
yeah.
they can't even reach their break even anymore because of how ridiculous it is.
Even with it not like being like a diversity officer, there actually is a person that's like a diversity hire like person that makes sure that they hire like 50. Remember, I believe a couple years ago they put this thing in the academy. So in order for you to be nominated and win an Academy Award, 50% of your cast, including the people who works in the back, like sort of like the boom mic people, the camera person or something like that, and assistants, they have to be uh diverse. It has to be 50%, and including not just whites, blacks, or whatever, but also part of the LGBT community. They have to be, or they're not qualified to win. So let's say if Little Mermaid didn't have enough black people, people part of the alphabet group, they can't qualify to win best visual effects, or best costume, best story, or whatever. So this is one thing that ESG completely like was woven and intertwined with Hollywood now, and this is
Yeah,
spreading like a fucking wildfire. It has to, they have to. So, but a lot of people is like, who cares if we don't win? We're not here to win Oscars. We're not here to fucking circle jerk and win Golden Globe awards. We're here to make movies to entertain. But now they're all just like, oh, we want to win awards and stuff. All right, it's from Alan Voss. Yeah, John Leguizamo should have played. I want that. I want that. We don't have enough Latinx people in in Lilo and Stitch. But yeah, you have these people who are online who are just mad, right? Look how they did My Girl Tiana, the original, versus Wreck-It Ralph. I think people are just finding ways to just get mad at something, right?
yeah,
Trump is not in office anymore. There's no more MAGA and stuff like that. There's no one to bitch at. Now we get to bitch at this shit. And I'm so done with it. This Hollywood's literally a joke now.
yeah.
Oh man. I don't know, man. Do you feel that she's too light skinned?
No, it's. I mean, it's really a matter of competency. Like yeah, as you mentioned, and
Hmm.
I mean, time will tell with the Little Mermaid. Even though the odds are so against Halle Berry,
Yeah.
like we'll see. Maybe for all we know, she might blow us away with her performance. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of ridiculous. You can see the hypocrisy and double standards. So if you race swap a dark skinned character to a Caucasian, suddenly it's an outrage. It's not permitted. But
Hmm.
other way around, it's totally fine, and we're the racists, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And the thing is that what have we covered so far? Star Wars. We covered Disney proper. There it is. This is the next one. Let's go over to this one right over here. Um, have you seen the Marvels trailer?
Yes.
Okay. I have not seen it. I've seen clips of it. I actually never seen it.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it good?
I want you to go first. I want you to go first. I want to
Okay.
see what your reaction is first before I say mine.
Okay. So according to what I've saw, I haven't seen it yet. But according to what I saw so far, um I think it's stupid. I've seen screenshots of woman the accuser, which is Ronin, a female Ronin. Like she basically is holding the Ronin the accuser staff. Um I think it was Monica Rambeau's character or something like that. And I don't know that it's were they like switching places or something?
Yeah, it's like the premise is apparently their powers are interconnected, and what ends up happening is each time they use it, they switch places on their location.
Really? It's basically like
Yeah.
Freaky Friday. They just like swap places.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Captain Marvel becomes Miss Marvel,
yeah,
like that kind of stuff.
yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, are you if you're gonna play the trailer, there's a caveat. There might be a tiny chance we might get copyrighted, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to the other streamers, but I think we'll be fine. I think
Okay,
because
so I we're not monetized, so it doesn't matter
yeah, yeah,
as long as it doesn't get taken down. As long as our stream does not get taken down last time because I believe the Lost
yeah,
Tales wanted us to show
yeah,
some.
yeah. That one lasted too long. That's why. But this was just a trailer, so I think we'll be fine.
Well,
Right?
there are people reacting to it anyways. All right, so let's go and watch
Yeah, yeah,
what's it called again? The Marvels trailer. We're watching it live, so I haven't seen it yet. Grae has seen it. I have not seen it yet. Um, what when you watched, what was the dislike and like ratio?
that yeah. When I watched it pretty early, so there was actually the likes was just around 70 to 80%. It was still high. It was still high, but then
Okay,
the days followed. Then yeah, you can see the ratio closing in.
okay. So I'm going to share screen because we're going to watch it. So like, so you said Geeks and Gamers watched it, so it was fine. Okay, so we'll watch it. Okay.
Yeah,
This is time.
it's just the when the part when the Beastie Boy was singing, particularly the line, "Don't tell me to smile," stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, go.
What? All right. Let's see. Let's see what the ratio is. Chat. Okay. Okay. So, 700 and not 700, 475,000 likes to 569,000 dislikes. So if I refresh it, I wonder if it's going to hit 570. Is it going to hit 570? Nope, it's still okay. So it has about 60% dislikes and 40% likes. All right. Let's go and watch it. I have never seen this. I don't know where the BC boy comes in, but let's see. Uh Let me see if there's audio. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Captain Rambo?
Can you guys hear that?
What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter.
Yeah, still good for me.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get you some readings, Fury.
Oh yeah, the 3D is not great.
Hello?
Yeah.
Whoa,
That.
the 3D is not great so far.
Yeah. Yeah, you just
Not
touch
looking good.
that unknown object, right? You just touch it anyway. You don't know whether or not it's dangerous.
Is it right here? Is it the BC Boys? The Nick Fury?
No, it goes all throughout. It goes all throughout.
Oh, it's throughout? Okay.
Yeah, so we gotta risk it.
All right. Oh my god, it's Nick Fury!
Is this an Avengers test?
Oh, that's Miss Marvel. They got swapped.
Captain Rambo.
Okay.
This looks so bad.
It looks so stupid. Okay, so she got swapped into Miss Marvel's. Yeah, she lost a lot of weight. She lost a lot of weight. Okay. Don't tell me to smile.
smile.
Oh god, dude.
Don't tell me to
That's from the
smile.
first movie too. Remember, he's like, "Why don't you
Yeah.
smile?" Oh no. Oh, this movie is gonna suck.
Yeah, and this is
I want
supposed
to
to
watch
be
it.
the one that this the one this is supposed to be the movie that propels it. That propels Phase 5. It's like, whatever. There's like the equivalent of your Endgame or Infinity War, whatever.
Well, they're saying that. Okay, here's the thing: if this movie does bad, it's all Trump voters. half of the United States' fault.
Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Okay, so here's the thing. Did you watch Miss Marvel?
No.
I haven't watched Miss Marvel either. I heard it was meh, but she looks like she's very likable. Her character, the person who's playing Kamala Khan. I don't know, man. Ugh.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy, and I could totally show you.
Also, whenever you use your powers, you swap.
Hi.
Where's our daughter?
Wherever you were.
That's the cat that took out Nick Fury's eye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the tone they're going for. I'm not a fan of the tone they're going for this supposed they're supposed to fast track or accelerate Phase 5. It's like this is not gonna cut it. This is not gonna cut. This is the first time I watched this. Like, no.
Okay.
Like
so here's the thing. Like for me, I thought Captain Marvel sucked, but everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at the cats! You have to like the movie." Of course, let's bring in more cats, right? Because if you hate Captain Marvel and you hate the Marvels, you hate cats, right?
Yeah.
And you can't. You're not a cat hater, are you? Oh my god. Yes, cultural appropriation much? Yeah, they're not gonna say shit to that. They're not gonna say it's because they're on the right side of history. Oh my! Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know, the enemies of Power Rangers.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, it looks so bad.
Yeah, and that villain in the middle, the one with the Ronin's hammer, that's supposed to be a male in the comics.
Oh, so gender
It's a-
swap,
Yeah, it's a gender swap.
of course. So here's the thing. I'm surprised they gender swapped it. Is because it would have been Disney. Disney would have liked seeing 3 girls beating up a white guy, right?
Yeah, true.
You could have had it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, beating up a white girl. Never mind.
No, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh jeez. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it, man. Okay, so, I think it's they're trying to make it very like edgy. It's like, oh my god, like, it's. I don't know. I think I haven't liked anything in Phase 4 other than Far From No Way Home. I think majority of Marvel shit like I don't fucking care about anymore. And this is like, does this give me? It's like, oh, am I gonna watch this? You have to pay me to watch it, right? I don't know. What do you think about the trailer?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I've seen so many people say that they like Kamala Khan. They think she's a very. I'm the exact opposite. I think that high. Okay, nothing wrong with her in her normal voice, but when she raises it, like when she at the intro, And when she sees Nick Fury, it's I think people are underestimating how annoying that can be if you keep hearing it. It's like people are saying she's so lively, she's carrying this trailer. I really, really disagree. It's like it's so annoying, incredibly annoying.
Mhm.
Her high voice is like, what do you call this? What was I gonna? I forgot what I was gonna. But it's something I cannot tolerate. It's like, oh yeah, I remember now. I remember you saying that Shang-Chi's sidekick, the girl sidekick, her
Aquafina.
voice. You said her voice was annoying. I don't find her voice annoying. This one, Kamala Khan, yes, I do. I really, really do. It's insanely annoying.
Well, here's the thing though. If you think that she's annoying, then you hate Pakistani people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm risking myself saying that. I know because people, especially people, are saying, "I think Kamala Khan is so lively. She's lifting this trailer." No, I don't think so. I think she's
She's
doing
gonna
the
be
opposite.
annoying.
Yeah, I think she's doing the opposite.
Yeah. I think overall this trailer does not do anything for me. Even this scene with someone in the chat says this is the best part of the trailer.
Yeah, Ryan Kino, like that's Ryan Kino's favorite time.
Yeah, doesn't Ryan Kennel like isn't he like obsessed with her?
Yeah, particularly this. Brie looks nice here. Brie looks. It's like,
man.
yeah.
I'd smash if she kept her socks on. I heard she has terrible feet. Is that true? She has like
Oh,
ugly
that I
ass
don't know.
toes. All right, they're doing this live chat. All right. Oh, all right. Let's see. Okay.
That face.
Yep. Okay. That's enough internet for today, chat. Oh, man, I'm starting to sweat. Don't do it. No. Oh no, it's too late. I didn't read the chat. I didn't read the chat. It's over. Oh man. Oh, sorry, chat. Sorry. If it's you guys. Jesus, what the f? Oh man, I'm dying, dude. Too late. I'm sorry. Those photos get worse, so much worse. Wait, are there worse photos? Okay, hold on. If I see it, you guys have to see it. Okay. Okay. Her toes look crazy. Okay. I will not. Oh God. Okay. All right, chat. Just advert. I need Grae to see this because if I see it, he hasn't seen it. Okay. Are you ready? I'm gonna share this. It's a different photo, but her toenails look fucked.
Yeah, go to a pedicure. Go to a pedicure.
Yo. Oh man.
The form of the toes you cannot change, but the nails you can.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry if you guys were eating dinner or if you guys are doing. We're sorry. We're sorry. All right, that's enough. So, I bet you if you were to like DM her, and is like, can you send me some photos? She's like, you want feet pics? Please no. God no. Please no feet pics. But oh my God, dude, it's yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it's going back to the Marvels thing. I think it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Right. It's I think it's just like Captain Marvel 1 made $1 billion. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta hand it, whether or not you liked Captain Marvel or not, you gotta hand it to the people who scheduled it. They scheduled it in between two of the biggest movies that Marvel or Disney has ever released. Right? It came out after Infinity War, and it came out before Endgame.
Endgame.
Right? It's smart. It's extremely smart.
It's
to do that,
smart. Yeah.
right?
Especially if you market it in such a way that it's critical to what will happen in Endgame, even though that's not true.
Mhm.
People especially at the time, people still kind of trust the Marvel and Disney brand.
Mhm.
So
Like,
it's 100% you're gonna go. If you're a hardcore fan, you're gonna go.
I would say you could have put any movie in between. You could have put Strange World in between Infinity War and Endgame, and it would have made $1 billion if it was tied to the MCU. You could have done anything, right? And I think that because overall the movie is, if I have to be nice to the movie, I give it like a 6.5. Right? I hate what they did with it's what's it called again? The original Marvel was supposed to be a guy, right? They changed it to an old lady. How Captain Marvel got her powers is stupid. I hated what they did with Jude Law. The part that I hated the most was how Nick Fury lost his eye.
Yeah,
Right? Do you
that's
remember?
pretty
Do you remember that one scene in Winter Soldier? He's like, "Well, how did you lose that eye?" He's like, "Oh, last time I trusted someone or some shit like that, I lost an eye." Right? Last time I did this, I lost an eye. It's like, "Oh shit, that must have been something badass." Nope, he got fucked up by a cat.
Cat. Yeah.
Oh, it's so stupid. um, let's see. I think the movie will do fine. It looks family friendly, and desperate parents will pay to keep their kids busy for a few hours. Yeah, I believe the normies will be okay with it. Right? I believe the normies will be okay with the movie. I think they're like, "Oh my god, a little girl. Oh my god, remember this is from the Miss Marvel. This is from Captain Marvel. Remember, it made $1 billion. Oh wow, she's from WandaVision." You
Yeah.
know?
Well, how they'll probably present the numbers, in my opinion, I think it'll do average. I think it'll do because given the Marvel branding. But the thing is, what they're probably gonna hide, details that they're gonna hide, is that the reshoots and the
Mhm.
number of times that this got delayed. It got
Oh
delayed
yeah.
like 4 times already. So you can imagine how much costs they incurred from those delays and for all
I'll-
those reach. They're probably gonna hide that and just gonna factor in like probably the cost of the final phase, the final date that they set for themselves
Yeah.
versus how much that's probably what they're gonna do to make it
Yeah,
seem like it's really profitable.
Yeah, reshoots cost a lot, man. Like, look how much look how much money freaking Justice League cost, right? The one with Joss Whedon, right? Let's see. Can't start an OnlyFans with those busted claws. Oh man. So here's the thing, right? Yeah, her feet are yeah, like just get a manicure, pedicure. Just fix those, man. It's easy. But yeah, I think overall the movie, like Guy said, I think the movie will do fine. I think it'll probably make like 300-400 million dollars or something. What else? The thing is that what else is coming out in November? Right? We as of right now, like, do we have anything big coming out in November?
I think there are. I think Chat would know. I think there are. I just can't remember right now at the top of my head, but I think there are. It has competition. That's the thing.
Okay, let's go ahead and check Insider. Okay, so there's 2 Disney movies so far as of right now. What's been announced? So Dune Part 2.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Dude.
Oh.
I
Ooh.
I watched part 1. Part 1 is really good.
Is it
So
good?
I'm
I haven't
excited.
seen it.
It's good.
It's
good.
really good?
Go for part
Okay,
1.
so
If we're I'm excited for part 2.
okay, yeah, Dune is gonna sweep. Easy.
Yeah.
Dune 1 that's really, really good. Like, I heard people who weren't even into Dune, they really liked it.
Yeah. It really takes its time to build the story and its characters. So if you're looking something fast paced, maybe it's not for you. But if you're into fleshing out the characters, the universe, it's good. It does it really, really well.
Yeah.
And it kind of breaks some stereotypes, actually. To my surprise, it really broke this certain stereotype, which I'll leave you to watch it first.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it.
I'll watch it because I know it's really good, but it's like I'm one of those people who are like, "Ah, if it's so good, I'll just wait until the hype dies down and then I watch it. Right? Sort of like Puss in Boots, right? The Last Wish. Oh god, that
Yeah.
movie is so fucking good, man. Holy shit. Okay, so we have Dune Part 2, which we know is gonna be really, really good. The Marvels, The Holdovers, The Killer, Stutz, Hunger Games. I thought Hunger Games is done.
I
What is this? Oh, it's a prequel. Oh, it's a prequel. Okay. Trolls Band Together, Thanksgiving and the Family Affair, and then Wish, which is another Disney movie. A young reader is transported into the mystical world of his favorite series fantasy book. Oh, wait, is that the one that's like is based off a Chinese kid?
Oh, that I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
what's do you know what Wish is?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that I don't know. I have that's such a dangerous plot point for you if your plot point is based on wishes.
An
It's
epic
so
animated. Yeah. Yeah, it's
it's
weird.
like
It's so yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
it's
sorry.
like yeah, it's like if you're gonna use if I'm not sure if that's a name, if that's just a name of a person. If, that's fine if it's a name of a person, but if it's
Mhm.
wish the granting wishes, it's like that's such a hard plot point to narrow down. Look at Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, that thing
It's such
sucked.
exactly because it's the plot point is so based on a wish, so it's like there's so many loopholes because of that.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
It's like the first one was pretty good, right? Until the third act sort of sucked, and then I don't think there was any part in Wonder Woman 2 that I liked.
yeah, yeah,
No, no, no. I fucking that movie sucked.
yeah.
Right? So this is an epic animated musical is inspired by the legacy of Disney films and asked the question, how did the wishing star upon which so many characters wish came to be? So it's basically the origin story of the star from Pinocchio. So stupid. This is dumb. Okay, so the plot follows a 17-year-old Asha, an optimist with a sharp wit who cares endlessly about her community. In a moment of desperation, Asha makes an impassioned plea to the stars, which is answered by a cosmic force, a little ball of boundless energy called Star. Together, they face the most formidable foes to save her community and prove that when the will of one courageous human connects with the magic of the stars, then wondrous things can happen. Yeah, this is a definitely hard pass. I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah,
good for kids, but this is stupid.
yeah,
Yeah, I think the Marvels is not going to make any money. I think Dune 2 will take all the money. In my
yeah, yeah.
right? Let's see. Let me guess. The star was found. Oh man, you can't make. Yeah, probably. Let's see. This and Oppenheimer, Dune. Okay, Oppenheimer, Dune, and Mission Impossible are the only movies I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I think a lot of Tom Cruise movies I'm looking forward to. It's really
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
see.
Mission Impossible comes out this year. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe I believe Tom Cruise is supposed to be filming it. Uh, he's supposed to be doing that spacewalk thing. He's supposed to be going to space. I'm not sure. That's what I heard. But all right. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, gotta get that Brie Larson foot out. It's another Brie Larson foot. I gotta remove all these pictures. I gotta purge my that's my history because of you, chat. All right. Now let's see. Let's see. All right. Grae. Have you watched Assassination Classroom?
No. Is
It's
it
an
an
anime.
anime?
It's
Oh,
an
okay,
anime.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds like
I'm jumping.
it sounds like an anime. So no, not yet.
Yeah. So so I haven't watched it. I know there's a manga, a TV show, and what's it called again? They also made a live action movie. It's from Japan, and according to the story, I believe it's like an alien that's supposed to come and destroy Earth. But he's like, oh, right before I destroy Earth, I want to like one thing I want to be is a teacher. So he becomes a
Sounds
teacher
interesting. Okay.
that trains these students. Like, if you can kill me with after this class ends, after this session ends, I won't destroy Earth. That's the premise of the story.
Oh,
sounds
so
interesting.
he's strong enough to destroy Earth.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sounds interesting. Yeah.
So basically that's the story. 100% chance to jerks on the free legends. Oh man. Yeah, so Booming Bob says it's pretty good anime. My wife really likes it. She said that she cried at the end. All right. So the reason why I brought that up is because they are at it again. They're banning anime. They think that anime will cause violence. They think that anime will destroy people's brains. And there is these people who has probably never picked up a manga, who has never really watched anime, and just based off of the summary, it's like, oh, this is violence, and we got to remove it from schools everywhere. So this is from Bounding in the Comics. Florida parents, so this is the anime. So Florida parents call for Assassination Classroom manga to be banned from school libraries due to its depictions of violence. Right? It's basically saying, oh, video games is making our kids violent, so we got to ban violent video games. We got to ban TV shows. What about all of these crazy like movies that has like a bunch of violence in it? You're gonna ban those too? This is a fucking manga about an alien. It's so stupid. But okay. As the saying goes, never let a tragedy go to waste. And in searching for a target to blame for the recent shooting in Nashville, a group of angry moms have shifted their attentions from a usual favorite violent video games to Yuusei Matsui's best-selling manga Assassination Classroom. It's actually pretty cool. I actually watched a couple episodes with my wife. It's actually pretty good. According to the Florida Standard, just days after a transgender man robbed 6 people, including 3 children and 3 adults of their lives in the Covenant School in Green Hills, Nashville, parents in the Hillsborough County Public Schools District began filing complaints over the school's libraries carrying copies of Assassination Classroom due to its depictions of students actively trying to kill their teacher. I don't know. Before I continue forward, what do you think about this?
I think that it makes a very interesting plot, because I mean we know that this is not a regular teacher. Like we know that this is an all-powerful entity that's strong enough to kill the world. So yeah, I mean, given if you're set up as, if you can best me, I will not destroy the world. So yeah. I mean, these people are just coming from they probably read the word assassination, and that's what got their attention to it. Otherwise, they would probably just ignore this entirely. That's my opinion. That's what got them trying to target this anime or manga in particular. It's the word assassination. If it was named something else, like name it whatever else, anything else you want, it probably won't be in the headlines right now of it being banned.
Yeah. Let's see. So this is one of the pages, right? Right. So which is this why I made a proposal to the nations of the world that wouldn't be any fun at all. I don't want to be killed, but if I become the homeroom teacher for Kunugigaoka junior high school class 3E, then you're welcome to try. Why? We don't know his goal, but the government reluctantly consented. So yeah, basically the government actually allowed this to happen. Like he actually like went to like the government and like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, and you can put any kids to try to take me down. But my last thing I want to do before I take you guys out is become a teacher. So it's a pretty cool premise. Our condition is that he cause absolutely no harm to you students. Our reasons are twofold. As he will come to his classroom every day as a teacher, we can observe him. Yeah, so basically they have to think really, really smart and outside of the box. I think overall, they're basically, what's the next thing, right? They already did Gamergate, right? They think that video games is like ruining people's minds and stuff like that, like because what's it called again? They blamed what Doom. was it Doom, or I believe Doom in for Columbine, but those kids were actually bullied, right? Those kids were bullied, and but they're like, oh, it's the video game's fault. It wasn't the bullies. It wasn't because of mental health or anything. No. It's the video game that ruined everything. Now, like I believe someone said in the chat, now we gotta ban anime and manga. You know, we gotta ban all of this shit, right? Let's see. FYI, the students are in school to become assassins. There you go. Right? It's 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 so stupid. Do you think that they should ban this?
No. It's like, I mean, there's I'm one for creativity as long as you don't go too far, like really targeting a particular demographic. But if it's part of the story, it's like if you're gonna talk about racism or violence, then it's fun. It's fine. You can be as creative as you want, provided that you're not going out of your way just to intentionally offend someone. Then it's
Mhm.
fine. It's fine by me.
Okay, so let's see. What does ban mean in that article? If it's banned from the school library, then I think it's fair. Schools are for learning. Yeah, so I believe it's banned in the library, so they can't read it anymore.
Oh, okay, okay. If
Yeah.
it's library, then yeah, I can see. It's fine. But not banned from being available for consumption.
Yeah. It's sort of like when I believe they're banning like genderqueer and a bunch of other like pro convert your kids at a young age books. You know, like they're trying to I believe Ron DeSantis is banning those books in schools. And yeah, genderqueer is a pretty nasty one. It's I'm glad those are banned. I think overall I can see why they're doing it, right? And they're basically they're basically trying to target um like books and stuff like that for the shooting, right? It's like, oh, the reason why this person killed went to a Christian school and killed a bunch of people is because of stuff like this, which is, in my opinion, is stupid. But if they want to ban this stuff because it's violent and we shouldn't be promoting violence and stuff like that, I guess, but it's definitely up to the school board to do it. In my opinion, I don't think anything should be banned. However, I think pornography and like school and books like genderqueer should be banned from schools, in my opinion. What were you gonna say?
Wait, pornography is in schools?
There are things that show that base. That book genderqueer that I just mentioned. It basically shows you, hey, if you're interested, this is how you masturbate, and it's like a cartoon, and they draw a cartoon of how to do it.
Okay, got it. Okay,
So
got
it's basically like,
yeah,
it's not
for sure.
hentai, but it shows like two guys, like two kids in high school that are drawn, that kind of stuff. That I would consider that pornography,
Okay,
right?
okay,
It's
yeah,
sort of like, would you
understood.
consider hentai pornography, right? And it
Yeah.
absolutely is, right? Let's
Well,
see.
well, yeah, people are saying, yeah, people are saying there are, but yeah, for here, no, we don't practice that here. Our schools don't have that for sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was gonna say, I yeah, I think I'm with Alec Baldwin's finger on this. If it's in terms of school environment, I can see why. It's like I can see why there shouldn't be manga. Honestly, it should be about stuff that's history, geography, school stuff, purely academic stuff.
Mhm.
If it's like for fun, that should be something done outside of school. Like that's up to the student already. But if you're in school, like yeah, you're here to learn. You're here to learn about the world, to develop your knowledge. I'm okay with them banning, but I thought I came in here. I was under the impression ban entirely,
No,
but
it's
apparently it's
just in
in school.
schools.
If it in schools, it's fine. It's not because of it's violent. It's because it's more of the entertainment side rather than on the learning side. So yeah, my tones kind of changed. I thought it was banning for like the entire US or something like that, but no, it's just for schools. If it's just for schools, it's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Did the shooter blame anime as their inspiration? The thing is that the manifesto was never released is because they fear, I believe, when I say they, I believe they fear that this person's manifesto will bring up more copycat shooters, which is what happened in Colorado, right? There was one copycat shooter and that they caught before they did anything. And But the thing is that there isn't a manifesto or anything like that. There isn't like a written document from the shooter saying that, oh, the reason why I did this was because I read Assassination Classroom and now I want to do crazy stuff, right? I think it's sort of a gray area though. Like when it comes down to it's sort of like if you're gonna ban this, it's like if you're gonna ban the what's it called again, the genderqueer and those like pornography type stuff for school is not suitable for young children, then you should ban stuff that like anything that's like etchy, like anything that's like really close to pornography, like Love Hina. It's pretty close to pornography, right? It's like it's basically like, like are you gonna ban what's it called again? Yeah, Yuri on Ice. Yeah, are you gonna ban like BL stuff? Boy love stuff. Are you gonna ban all that all the anime stuff? Are you gonna ban anything that has lollies? It gets into a crazy this area, right? So then it means that like anything that has any kind of violence, any type of like anything that's like rated PG and PG-13 and up, or Naruto, Chainsaw Man, My Hero, One Punch Man, all those animes and mangas need to be banned too from the schools.
Okay. Okay. Maybe wait. I think we need to add more context. Not necessarily ban, but the libraries shouldn't have the need to contain those kind of material. In my opinion, it's like if you wanna read mangas, then go buy it in a bookstore. Then you can bring it to school as long as it's not rated R or nothing pornographic in nature or queer. It's fine. But I think in terms of the academe itself, it's like the books, the source materials you should see there's purely literature or academic purposes. That's how I see it. It's not necessarily ban or remove, but because that's how our library works, at least here in the Philippines. Like you're not gonna see manga there. No way, it's impossible. You're not gonna see manga or other entertainment books. You're gonna see literature, like research papers or studies. That's what you will see in our libraries. But entertainment wise, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to consume, then that's fine. Then not really, not necessarily outright ban.
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it.
So when I went to high school, there wasn't any manga or anything that's like considered entertainment for reading in the library. Everything is all for education purposes, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't like Game Informer. There wasn't like
Yeah.
tips and tricks or fucking GQ magazine, like
Mhm.
any of those like magazines, manga and stuff like that. They weren't present in my high school at all. But I
Yeah.
heard they were starting to put into like not in the school library, but a generic library. They are in there. Like I'm not sure about magazines, but like manga was at the local
Yeah.
library.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's still a significant difference between a regular library and a school library. So library is fine. It's like library is like for general consumption anyway. So it's like read whatever you want, provided you're not involving minors in it.
Yeah. Let's see. This is from Lost Tales. No way. No way. Phil, it's worse. They have actual porn for younger grades. See, that's a fucked up thing. I think
Yeah.
they should not have any of that in
Yeah.
schools, right? Yeah. Rip Grae's innocence. But yeah. Let's see. I don't agree with censorship in general, but schools should have only appropriate material. Yeah, I think schools should just be for school stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's a summary of what I said, basically.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So it shows like knives and stuff like that, and such a ferocious excitement and guns and stuff like that. It's stating the obvious to say that the theme of this book series is disturbing in light of the prevalence of school violence. Concerned parents Julie Gebhards told the Florida Standard. While the books have fictitious characters, the settings are realistic. Why do we have 70 copies of Assassination Classroom in the middle school? So this is in middle school, not even high school. So, in my opinion, yeah, I would say remove it from the school library.
Yeah.
But people should still have access to it from like a local library, or they should be able to buy it online.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
According to the Florida Standard, Yusei Matsui's Assassination Classroom is available in numerous middle school and high schools throughout the district. At the time of their articles writing, 45 volumes of the manga were being actively checked out of school libraries by students. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I I got to start reading this. I got to start reading this and watching this now, chat. Look what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, get hard. Yeah, speaking of get hard. now I have to watch this and read this for no particular two reasons. Okay? But I think overall I think
Yeah,
I
I'm with
don't know,
Booming
man.
Bob on his last comment. This is distracting to their education. That's essentially what I want to say. Like it's okay outside of school, but that's not something you should be putting inside a school library.
Yeah. Let's see what's this? That's a man? Fuck you. No, it isn't. Not this shit again, dude. No way. All right. Someone cross-check that reference. All right, just kidding. All right. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Not this shit again. Oh man. I don't know, but I agree. I think what's it called again? It is distracting their education. I think people are going to be not focusing on school stuff and focusing on manga and stuff like that. If yeah, if it's distracting to the students, it should be removed. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the J.K. Rowling Harry Potter TV series controversy. So I guess this I think the news was dropped. I think was it earlier this week that they dropped, Grae?
Oh, there's a trailer? I didn't even know. I
No,
didn't
it's
even.
not a trailer, but like the news of it.
Yeah. It is sometime later this week that HBO confirmed it. When they're rebranding HBO Max to just simply be called Max. I don't know why, but yeah.
Okay.
It's just gonna be called Max.
All right. So this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Harry Potter TV series is already controversial. J.K. Rowling's involvement slammed. So according to what I know, and I think what you told me, there's going to be about 10 years worth of production, and they're basically turning 7 books into 7 seasons of Harry Potter, correct? So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like I said, I only read the first 2 books, and according to what I know, there's a lot more information that was missed, and they did not put it into the
The
movies,
movie.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's only been announced for a few hours and it's already controversial. A Harry Potter TV series was greenlit by Max, formerly HBO Max, that will remake J.K. Rowling's beloved best-selling fantasy novels into "quote-unquote" faithful long-form series to roll out over a period of 10 years. In my opinion, I'm for this. I'm actually
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Mhm.
Right? Like based off of what they did with Game of Thrones, besides the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and what they did with House of the Dragon. And overall, like I said, The Last of Us was solid, right? It wasn't really bad. There's only like probably like 3 episodes that weren't really that great. But I think overall this is good. Um do I think that they're going to race swap a bunch of characters? Hell yes. Do you do you think so? Do you think they're going to be faithful to her books?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, J.K. Rowling's involved, so she's not gonna allow you know those woke stuff for sure. Some race swaps, I can imagine, yes, but yeah, introducing woke ideology is not gonna happen, especially what's going on how it went down with Hogwarts Legacy, and how they're trying to cancel her so hard. She's for sure she's not gonna allow that to happen. So which is a good thing because we know they're gonna try to make it an entertaining and a quality show rather than inserting their woke ideologies in it. Yeah, I'm with you. It's the same. I'm excited for it too.
Yeah. Let's see. The ambitious project will cast new leads and include far more detail from the 7 novels, which were often rather truncated in their previous adaptations into Warner Brothers feature films, which launched with 2001's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Except, there's a whole divisive matter of Rowling herself. So the Hollywood Reporter is relatively left leaning. So this will be sort of skewed and biased based off what they think. In my opinion, I heard that not my opinion, but what I heard is that they're actually J.K. Rowling actually thought of race swapping Hermione to black,
Yeah,
right?
I actually at the back of my mind, I thought Hermione is a good candidate of being race swap, and I
Yeah.
see in the comments Sailor Mercury said that they already did it in the Cursed Child. Apparently,
Okay. So yeah,
it's
so
already
I
done.
okay. Yeah, they already made Hermione black in the Cursed Child, so I expect it to yeah. And the thing is that I believe Rowling was asked is like, like, oh, why can't she be black? Right? But there are characters that are like specifically written by her in a very detailed way, like
Yeah.
the Weasleys, right? The Weasleys all have red hair, right? You can't switch out the Weasleys, right? But the thing is that let's say if they do, you can't make them black, is because you can't because the Weasleys are poor. you can't you can't do that, right? So like because a lot of people will consider it racist. Like, oh, well, why would you make them black people, the poor families? Like, no, I think Hermione is a very good candidate for it. I don't see a reason for them not to do it, right? And what's it called again? I'm not sure if they're full out going to make Dumbledore like out and gay, because according to what I heard, he was supposed to be gay with Grindelwald.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
100% sure. Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that.
but yeah, it's crazy. But um, I think overall I'm okay with it. I am looking forward to it. But I know a lot of the trans community is like, what the f? Why is she involved? Well, bitch,
Yeah,
it's her fucking work.
everything that went down with Hogwarts Legacy, that's just an appetizer now.
Yeah.
That's just an appetizer. What we're gonna go through in the next 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be fine if it works. If it's the first bullet point in the idea whiteboard, it will suck. Yeah, it's like first, we need diversity, we need inclusion, we need equity, we need all of them, right? We need all of that shit. Let's see. J.K. Rowling isn't a problem to normal people. Only activists online care. Yeah, I think people are just like, hey, we just want a good story. We want more Harry Potter. The fact that Harry Potter, was so big and Hogwarts Legacy made so much money, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, looking at Hogwarts Legacy now that the hype has died, it's like that game never was meant to sell that many copies in my opinion. It's
Yeah.
just that these people won't shut up about it. Is that people got okay, since you won't shut up, I'm gonna buy the game. That's essentially what brought the game that's what made the game sell so extremely well, that
Mhm.
more than it should have. But actually, if you play the game, except if you're a hardcore Harry Potter fan, of course, it's not amazing. It's not nothing groundbreaking about it. It's just
Mhm.
it's an open world Harry Potter game. That's it. It's like, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's because these people they keep saying boycott this game, don't buy this game, and there you go. People, you don't tell me what to do, and then boom, it's skyrocketed so high.
Yeah. This is what Booming Bob said. Imagine the creator being a part of her show, her creation. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly,
here's the thing.
exactly.
It's like imagine if they made Game of Thrones without George R. R.
George
Martin.
R. R. Martin. Yeah,
Yeah. It's oh yeah, we're gonna so see, look what happened to what's it called again? F all that. Yeah. Look what they did with the last two seasons, right? They didn't really use George R. R. Martin's formula, and it did really shitty. Let's read one more paragraph. Max could not make a series without a deal with the author, who still holds considerable control over the filmic rights to her stories. Rowling will be involved with the new series as an executive producer, though she is not expected to have a day-to-day control or contribute to the writing. Many consider the author's opinions expressed about the trans community to be offensive. Quote, JK is an executive producer and her insights will be helpful. We are in the Harry Potter business. The TV show is new and exciting, but we've been in the Harry Potter business for 20 years. This isn't a new decision. We're comfortable being in the Potter business. JK is very online. Is a very online conversation. It's very nuanced and complicated, and not something we're going to get into. Our priorities is what's on screen. The Harry Potter story is incredibly affirmative and positive about love, acceptance, and that's our priority. That's on the screen. So here's the thing. There are a lot of diversity in Harry Potter, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like, okay, granted, the main characters aren't people of color, right?
Mhm.
According to them, because white's not a color, it's a value
Mhm.
to them, right? So there are because there are like two Indian people, right? And there's a bunch of like I think a couple of the prefects are black. You have a couple of the teachers who are black, and you have a spectrum of different like people from Europe. So that's pretty diverse in my opinion. And there are people who I'm pretty sure there are people going to be played by some of the LGBT community. I don't see anything wrong with that. But like someone said in the chat, they said if they're gonna boycott this, oh, you gotta boycott the TV show, I'm gonna watch it even harder.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. I wouldn't be surprised. It's like it might be even to the point that each season does better because they are shut up. Normally,
Yeah.
like you see a season, it declines in terms of viewership, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes on an uptrend instead.
Yeah. I think overall the I think the show is gonna do well. If they need to keep the music. Like I think you know how like the Game of Thrones music, it's like very, very important. Like the music for Harry Potter is also as important. What's also important is the set. I think don't change anything about the castle. Don't change anything about the clothes. I think they all work really, really well. Just add in new shit, right? And the thing is that you know, you have stuff from you have the money from HBO, and you have the money from Warner Brothers. It just makes sense, and I'm glad that Warner Brothers is sort of like, let's make shit like good again. Let's put out stuff that made Warner Brothers a household name,
Yeah.
right? And I hope they go towards that. And if there is like any like woke stuff that's in there, hopefully it's minimal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hopefully, and if there is any woke stuff in there, have it be important and not be in there just because they need to fucking fill an agenda,
Yeah.
right? Um, let's see. Now, let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Mm.
Okay, so I just watched it right before the stream started, and that's the reason why we're late. Also, chat, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, smash it until you destroy it. And if you dislike it, hit the dislike button twice. I really appreciate that. Also, like and subscribe, share this with all your friends and stuff like that. Thank you so much. We have about 12 viewers, which is great, and we are almost at 2,000 watched hours for the channel, which is fantastic. And thank you everyone for that. But what did you think about the most recent episode of Mandalorian?
Yeah. I generally had a positive reception to it towards because it went back to the story. We went back to the actual main story than the Mandalorian. Yeah. Apparently it's I kind of switched places with some people because like
Mhm.
back in the episode I was so what do you call this? I was so hard on the Bo-Katan because I already spotted it early on, like episode 2. It's like, what are they doing with Din? Why is he so dumbed down right now? Why is he so incompetent and stuff like that? I was calling it out already in episode 3, and people are saying, no, that's just Bo-Katan because that's her story arc in Clone Wars, her story arc in Rebels. Then here, now that we experienced the Jack Black episode and all the Din sidelining. So it's like the people who were pushing back on me in episode 3 are now saying that
Mhm.
no, this show is gonna suck. I'm saying maybe it's actually kind of getting a little better because of what happened in this last episode. But yeah, there's still so many stuff that you can point out in this episode. Like it's like it's I find it kind of odd that they're framing the Empire in so blatantly evil,
Mhm.
like the Shadow Council, Project Necromancers. You're trying to you're labeling it. They're labeling themselves to be evil so hard. It's like that's a bit excessive in my opinion. And
Yeah.
as one of the commenters said, the funny lines when Moff Gideon makes his appearance to Din. The best part about this best car armor is that I'm on it. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, for sure. No, but all in all, it's like, yeah, at least I mean, I it comparing it to the Jack and Lizzo episode, it's a step
Mhm.
forward. That's how I framed my review in the episode 7.
Mhm.
Then that's I asked people, what do you guys think? Do you think it's getting better? Then people are saying no, it's gonna be a dumpster fire for him right now. Yeah.
I think overall the it's it's lost. It's lost its appeal for me, right? I thought that it's like okay, the last fight scene was sort of cool. I do really like the fact that like um they all the Mandalorians came together and then they're gonna like they're gonna fight a Moff Gideon and stuff like that. But the stupid shit was there's one problem I had with it. If you were trapped in that room, right? You're trapped in that room, and then what's it called again? Din is out there and he's basically like getting captured and stuff like that. You had the dark saber. Why didn't you cut a hole in the room earlier? You would have saved a lot. You would have saved the big buff dude. Like
Yeah,
the buff Mandalorian with the fucking minigun, right? And of course, like he ended up dying, right? I believe those like red dick troopers came in and killed him.
I think those are sisters. I'm not sure. Chat can correct. Yeah, I mean, when Bo-Katan asked him to run, he could have ran. Actually, he could have ran with her. It would have
Yeah.
been fine.
Yeah. It's I I think overall, I think I yeah I for sure Bo-Katan is the main character now. I have a
Yeah,
feeling because we have one more episode left, right?
yeah. I think we have the same hunch. My hunch is yeah, this might be Din's final episode.
Yeah, I think he's
I
gonna
think he
die.
might. Yeah, same.
He will probably sacrifice himself to save Grogu or Bo-Katan or both.
Probably
I
both.
think
I
I
mean,
think that's what's gonna
because
happen.
Disney's already been this blatant to bring back Grogu unnecessarily. I mean, what's stopping them from doubling down on that? They need Grogu for the marketing.
The Praetorian guards from oh wait, so these are the Praetorians, like the one that was like protecting
Oh yeah. It's
the
been a while since I last. Yeah,
the dude. He was yeah, it was like those red those yeah okay. Man, but I think he's gonna die. And I don't think people will watch the show anymore. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think if they killed off the Mandalorian, like Pedro Pascal's character, I think people are like even the normies will be upset. I
yeah,
have a feeling, right? It's
yeah,
like, oh, we've been following him for such a long time. The only person that Grogu sort of listens to, because of course with the scene that you see from here, it's like Grogu doesn't listen to him at all, right?
yeah.
And it's like, how are you going to keep Baby Yoda like around, right? It's like I don't know. Like unless this is the last season of Mandalorian and that's it.
Oh no. It's already season 4's in the not official announcement, but season 4's under development already. Apparently, I found out like a week or two ago when I read Wikipedia. It's like, oh, it's already apparently it's already been season 4's already been in development. So yeah, I think they intentionally hid the reason. It's like I didn't even know season 3 was up until you told me.
Mhm.
Uh, I think they did that purposefully because they know they're gonna get backlash. Because they're gonna silently sneak in Bo-Katan then in exchange for Din. But in my opinion, they could have easily just made Bo-Katan a spin-off, like what they did with Book of Boba Fett. Like instead of Book of Boba Fett, they should have just made it Bo-Katan, Star Wars Bo-Katan,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay, this is some lost tales of that. I think the normies are upset at the moment over how bad this is and how Grogu came out of nowhere. Yeah, right. It's like we didn't watch like we mentioned before. Like I did not watch the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Right. So I had no idea what happened with Grogu. All we
Mhm.
knew is that Grogu left.
Yeah.
So normies like because it's like, oh, I'm not gonna watch another like you have like that's what they're trying to do is like, oh, like what did I miss? Do I have to go back and watch the book of Boba Fett now? But I don't care, right? Let's see, Favreau had a whole arc with Cara Dune planned. KK effed it up, and the Wokes fired her. All this shit is a fallout. Yeah, I think getting rid of uh Cara
Gina
Dune
Carano.
and Gina Carano, yeah, getting rid of Gina Carano was a big misstep for Disney and Disney Star Wars for sure. I think you had if you were talking about having a strong female character, she was it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that people liked her. Like her
Yeah.
character was very, very liked, and people really like Gina Carano in general. So getting rid of her was a big big thing. And now they're no longer getting what's it called again? A TV show. Wasn't she supposed to be like a star in one of the Star Wars TV shows or something like that?
Yeah.
Was it
Chat
Rogue
chat mentioned.
Squadron or something? Like I don't remember.
Yeah, I think there was even another one. Rogue Squadron was just one of them. Then there was another one, something to do with the Rangers.
Okay. Yeah, and it's funny is because what's it called again? I think Kathleen Kennedy she has no idea what's happening. Like all she cares is about is the force female.
Diversity.
Yeah, diversity, right? Do we have enough females? Right.
Yeah. Did you watch that interview, that IGN interview with her? The interview. She got so mad when that interview brought up with that with her shows being canceled. No, they're not canceled. It's just that development is a complex thing. You can see that she got so mad with that question. It's really funny.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Like I think I was watching either Friday Night Tights or someone talked about it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Ryan was the one who said it, but
Yeah.
it's funny. It's funny. It's clear as day that she got so mad when that
Yeah.
question was asked. So probably IGN will not probably get another interview with her anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like Pedro Pascal, so I won't miss him, but everyone else in the show sucks too.
Yeah, that's the strongest argument I've seen, and even in our comment sections, like people are saying that it's because Disney's been having Pedro Pascal's not the easiest person to work with too, apart from people not liking him, which is why this probably the reason why they're framing it this way, that they're killing off Din. But of course, if they do that, they're well aware that they're gonna get backlash. Oh, you're bringing in this strong female character instead, typical. So that's why I can understand why they're kind of silent about it now. Their marketing wasn't that aggressive anymore. They put themselves in a pickle. I can see why.
Yeah. See, my nephews all dropped the show too, and they are the prime target audience for merch. Yeah, like what's it called again? My wife isn't like we watched season 1 and season 2, and she liked it, right? And the fact that she's like, oh, I don't really care about Mandalorian anymore. I think because I felt like they should have ended it at season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But they're like, oh, but we need that Grogu money. We need that Baby Yoda money, man.
Yep.
Right. It's like I stopped after season 2. If I wanted to see a Katie Sackhoff being a girl boss, I would rather just watch Battlestar Galactica again. Yeah, she was in Battlestar, right? Yeah, I have not seen Battlestar. Always hear very good things about it. Always hear Nerd Roddick talk about it. I highly talk about it. But yeah, then what's it called again? And then you have this scene. I sort of just like, okay, you have the ship. Are these like pirates, like Mandalorian pirates?
Also Mandalorians, but they left behind in the planet to do skirmishes against the Empire. But that's my understanding. Then they did not know that. So it was revealed in this episode that Bo-Katan actually surrendered to the Empire, which they did not know because they were out of the loop. So they found, oh, she really actually surrendered. But then the Empire double crossed them.
Okay.
That's the show that Gina Carano was supposed to be in, Rangers of the New Republic.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been like if you want, like I said, if you wanted a girl boss, like a badass, who actually knows what she's doing, like who actually knows how to fight, like that would have been really, really cool. But it's like a missed opportunity because you got rid of her because of stupid like political shit when she didn't even say anything bad. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's I think
Yeah, I saw that comment. Which is true.
That'll be so good. That'll be so funny. Well, here's the thing. He died in Game of Thrones. He's going to get killed off in The Last of Us. And if he dies here too, I think he would be like the new Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, exactly.
It would be so good. Everything that Pedro Pascal is in, like he always dies. Let's see. Like I think the most interesting part was probably the final fight.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Right. So we have this. Right. He comes in with his like, all of these stormtroopers have Beskar steel. And look, now I have one too, and then
Yeah.
grab the dark saber and stuff like that. I think this part was sort of cool, but overall that it's like if I was Bo-Katan, I would carve the hole into this thing like right away.
Yeah. What are you guys standing there for?
Yeah. Let's see. He'll be Sean Bean, but less liked. Absolutely. I think everyone likes Sean Bean, right? Needs to have a little chat with his agent because he keeps dying. He's like, hey, why am I always dead and everything? Let's see.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica is incredible if you have never seen it. Yeah, I heard it's really, really good. It's really good. Haven't seen it though. But I don't know. Did you like this last episode? I think you liked it, right?
Yeah. I admit. I said I kind of got entertained. It's not. Oh my god! It's so mind blowing, but it's still it's good. It's good. Time killer. So
Okay.
hopefully it stays that way for the final episode.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think sentiments right now it's an all time low for most of the Star Wars community. Even the hardcore fans are kind of down right now.
Okay. I know we briefly talked about it, but what are your predictions for the next episode? Full on like predictions, other than the fact that Din is going to die.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. This is before episode 7, right?
Yeah.
So I would think Moff Gideon would he for 3 seasons now. I think he's still gonna stay alive. I don't think they're gonna kill him off. So yeah, I think it's I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise. Maybe this is where he really dies, where
Mhm.
Moff Gideon really dies. But I think it's yeah. If you've used this villain for 3 seasons now, I think I think it's time for him to retire. I think it's time you need to bring in a new villain already. Then
Yeah.
maybe yeah, the man. I think the Mandalorians will end up retaking their home. I think to a certain degree.
Mhm.
But then again, it's kind of well, it's they kind of subverted the expectations. Like I'm pretty surprised how much well built the Empire was in Mandalore. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I would have thought that they're gonna. I would have thought that while the Mandalorians were fighting against the inhabitants, the new inhabitants of the planet, that's where the Empire flanks them from behind. But
Mhm.
apparently, they're already so well built in that planet already. That's the part that surprised me. It's like, oh, they already have a base here with a lot of Tie fighters.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know. I think it's gonna be too romantic for them if they end up just destroying everything in the Empire's base. So I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm kind of scatterbrained on what'll happen. Apart from Din with high probability of dying.
Yeah. And the fact that this is like tied into the prequel, I mean, the sequel trilogy, like it's like we know that like some bigger stuff is gonna be looming, right? This all ties into that kind of stuff. But yeah, I agree with you. I think I I want a all out battle between Moff Gideon and Din. They're probably both gonna die. Luke Skywalker will probably show up again and take Grogu away. And then now it's gonna be called the Bo-Katan show. I have a feeling that
Yeah.
that's what's gonna be. Let's see. Um anything was good compared to Lizzle the Hut. Oh man. Let's see. The whole Moff Gideon just ruined the entire season 2 finale. He escapes, right? Like
Yeah,
he gets
yeah, when I
he's gonna
like
go to
I said
jail.
last week,
Mhm.
when I said last week, that finale, he had too much prime time in that one. The part where they reached the control room where he was the
Mhm.
command center. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't even feel like he was being held hostage because of all the talking he did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But man, I'm it's just the state of Star Wars makes me sad. I think the next thing to go is I'm definitely Marvel. I think Marvel's going to be like as of right now, I think they're still people are still getting like, oh, like Marvel's still good. Marvel's still good, you know. I think Sony Marvel is good. I
Yeah.
think because they have Spider-Man, they're not going to let that go. And we do know that they're bringing in X-Men and like Fantastic Four, but is that going to be any good? Right? It's they're bringing in the Thunderbolts, the Red Hulk, and all that kind of stuff. I think overall, um, with with a bunch of these things that Illumination, Universal is doing, like if you go back to making good movies, people will come back, right? I don't know. That's how I feel. But let's go ahead and read this last article right over here. Did you hear that there's a rumor that they might recast Kang?
Yeah. I watched that this morning, but
Yeah.
dang.
So this is some CBR. Okay, this is relatively like left leaning article place that hates anything to do with like bigots and misogynists and how dare you criticize them. But rumor Marvel has a backup plan to recast Jonathan Majors Kang. A new rumor suggests the Marvel Studio has a contingency plan to replace Jonathan Majors as Kang in the MCU following his arrest or alleged assault. So, do you think we haven't heard anything new, right? From his from his I guess his arrest, right? But there has been news that's saying that he's actually not guilty, and it's but we haven't even seen any of the like the taxi videos or footage or anything like that. I'm not sure this is actually going to be like a public court case or anything, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Marvel Studios may have a contingency plan to replace Majors as Kang in the MCU, according to a new rumor. As reported by the Direct, Marvel insider Jeff Snyder spoke with the Hot Mic on the Hot Mic podcast to discuss the Majors situation following the actor's arrest for alleged assault. The pundit claimed that Marvel Studios is eyeing a replacement akin to actors such as Damson Idris from the FX crime drama Snowfall, suggesting Idris casting opposite Brad Pitt in Apple's Untitled Formula One movie placed him as Marvel's radar. Even though there hasn't been any movement on Jonathan Majors' front, I've heard that's the kind of actor who, like, if Jonathan Majors got the boot as Kang, someone like Damson Idris is the type of person that Marvel may look to replace him if that in fact happens. Uh, do you think that since there hasn't been any details, do you think that they're going to boot him as Kang?
Yeah, I have two takes on this. If everything, including Disney Marvel, have the same information as us, the public, then I think they're taking it too far. It's like, yeah, it's guilty until proven innocent, what they're doing right now.
Yep.
But if they have information that the public does not know, that it actually, without a shadow of a doubt, proves his guilt, then I can see why they're doing this already. But yeah, it's as of now in face value, it looks bad more for Disney. Like they're getting preemptive in this when it's not even proven yet.
Yeah, I agree. What's this? You mean X them?
X them. Well, Victoria's gone.
Yeah, she's gone now.
She's gone. So it's back to men.
Yeah, it's back to X-Men. It's like, well, here's the thing. If everyone in the quote unquote X-Men were all trans men, they're gonna be, so we're men anyways, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, still waiting for the video. Yeah, it sounds pretty racist to me. How dare they fire and recast a black man? Oh man. Let's see, what's this? They can just bring Robert Downey Jr. in for a cameo to distract everyone with how they did with Michael Keaton to try to minimize
Keaton,
Ezra Miller's as their own trailer. Yeah, he comes in, he's like, "Yep, I'm Iron Man." Here, better yet, what they should do is bring in Robert Downey Jr. to replace Jonathan Majors as a black guy. He played such a good black character in Tropic Thunder. Just bring in Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. should have replaced T'Challa. He should have been the new Black Panther. He should replace Jonathan Majors. Oh man. Oh, so let's see. Yeah, bring in Galactus instead. Yo, we're waiting for Galactus. I believe. Well, in order for you to bring in Galactus, you need to bring in the Silver Surfer. and Silver Surfer is sort of tied into Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. So you gotta wait till that, right? I will totally pay to see that movie. Oh hell yeah! Just have Robert Downey Jr. as Kang. Oh man, but I think that I agree with you. I think that the fact that there's a rumor and it's out. It's like, oh, we have a backup plan just in case. But the thing is that a lot of people like Jonathan Majors. I'm not sure, but if it is true that he did assault that woman, and it's like there's also a taxi footage from that, it's gonna be nail in a coffin for him. I think he won't be able to get any other jobs after this.
Yeah.
Right? If you think about it, Chris Brown hasn't been relevant for years now, ever since that incident, right? I don't think there's ever been an incident where a male hitting a female, an actual biological male hitting a biological female, that's in Hollywood, that ended up well for the person who hit that person, right? But even the opposite has happened, right? With the whole thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, like that all was a shit show, and now we know the truth. I do hope that he gets a fair trial, that he's innocent until proven guilty. But I'm pretty sure everyone's already like, oh shit, man. What we're gonna do, and I don't know. Since I think a lot of people like Jonathan Majors too much, but we'll see. We just need more. We just need more. OJ, no. Oh, OJ definitely killed them. OJ definitely murdered them. Oh man. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. But for everyone, I believe Grae and I will be headed to the Vegas meetup with FNT and Geeks and Gamers. And but I believe Grae, you said that your flight is going to be Sunday, will be Saturday for me, correct?
It's no actually earlier. Saturday for me, which is Friday for you.
So you'll be gone. You'll be gone Friday.
I will not be in the next podcast. So because either I'm still on flight or still on the way to the US. So yeah, but I'm already contemplating 3 videos by the time I get back. So I'm thinking of doing I put it here. So I want to do a Peter Pan and Wendy review. I'm gonna watch it in the US when it releases on Disney Plus.
Oh, when is it coming out?
But during the week while we're at Vegas, so we can watch it.
Okay.
I can watch it on Disney Plus, and I'll probably cringe at it.
Mhm.
Then I want to do a Super Mario movie review. Not this one, not the 1993 one, the old one, the OG one.
Let me know what you think. We can talk about it.
Exactly. It should be fun. It should be fun. Then the last one is, since for some reason nobody talked about it, there's gonna be an Andor season 2. No, absolutely no one talked about. So I wanna kind of make a video why it's actually a good TV series, and more people should watch it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I plan to do when we're done with the meetup.
Okay. So I will see, I might still go live next Saturday. I might bring on Dave. He said that he might be able to join. And we'll talk about some stuff. He's really, really trying to get me. He's every other day he'll send me like, oh man, you should watch Picard season 3. It's so good. You should watch it. It's so good. Are you gonna if we're gonna watch it, then we'll watch it. Like
we're gonna go we have to go all the way back to season 1. But
I heard season 1 and 2 is not good.
But can we jump straight to season 3? That's the question though.
That's what he said.
This is from I am someone who has zero knowledge about Star Trek. Well, I did watch some Star Trek, but I completely wiped out of my brain. I don't remember anything anymore.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's read a couple of comments. But then Kamala Khan's father had accusations of sending nudes. Sending nudes to 14-year-old, and it's still there. True. I remember that.
That I forgot about that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it too much to like CGI his head out or something? I don't know. Was that like for sure that he did that?
If it's sending though, there's definitely a trail. So yeah, he's in.
OJ did it for sure. That fucker definitely killed them. Yeah, if the video does not fit, you must acquit, right? Was it like it does not make sense? Uh, what's it called again? Chewbacca is a Wookiee, but he was on Andor. He does not make sense. That's from South Park, by the way. Like, but yeah, it's basically the OJ thing. It's like, oh, it does not make sense. But let's see. Uh, season 1 and 2, they tried not to bring old cast back, but didn't make it. So they gave up season 3. He said Picard season 3 is the only good season, so it would be better than just skip to 3. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll talk to Dave to see what he says. But let's see. So popular opinion is that you can watch Picard season 3 as a standalone.
Yeah, that's interesting. If that's the case, then I don't see why not. Especially Mandalorian. What do you call this? Final episode's already before I leave, so I'll be able to churn that out before I leave, along with more Gotham. Oh, Gotham Knights.
Yo, I'm not even watching that, dude. I feel bad, man.
Yeah, it gets dumber and dumber for each episode for some reason. It's not like Mandalorian that it has its ups and downs. It goes down out of control. I watched the Sparrow's videos. Like he's so good at absorbing all the stupid and breaking it down one by one. It's pretty amazing.
All right, cool. So where you want to shout out your socials? Where can people find you?
Yeah. So I'm streaming Star Ocean on Twitch, and yeah, my YouTube hasn't been updating because I'm waiting for the trip. I'll make a new video once I get back, so that yeah, I want to make a Stranger of Paradise video. What's stopping me is that I haven't experienced the multiplayer, because for me to play the multiplayer, I need to subscribe to PSN Plus, and I felt that I didn't want to subscribe because yeah, I'm gonna miss automatically 1 week because we're at Vegas. So I want to subscribe after we're done with Vegas. So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start making a review for that. Then I also try to live stream a little bit in the Eggroll channel when I have time. So maybe I'll live stream later, but yeah, that's about it for me.
All right, cool. And you can find me mostly anywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Mr. Phillip Chan. I don't post too much on Mr. Phillip Chan. I just post like shorts from time to time if I have like a particular video that I want to put. But I've been super busy at work. We've been what's it called again? Our company got acquired, so like we're doing a bunch of stuff to make sure that like we look profitable. So it's a lot of work, And but what's it called again? Yes, we will be at the Vegas meetup. I will probably get there Tuesday afternoon or evening, so we can hang out there. You should. I think you are. I think you're Tuesday. You're heading to Universal, right?
I need to clarify the schedule, but as far as I know, we can meet as soon as Tuesday evening.
Okay.
That's what I know. That's what I'm aware of. But yeah,
Okay.
hopefully.
So Wednesday's the meetup, so we can hang out and then go to the meetup. And I know since Jay's gonna be going, and he says that they usually get ramen afterwards, we can grab ramen with them.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And then Thursday, I know that the what's it called again? Some of the Geeks and Gamers crew they're heading over to California to Universal. I believe Chris Gore is also gonna be going, and they're gonna be going to Nintendo Land that day for park hopping. So Jay and Krista are super excited.
Yeah, since I'll be going to Universal, I'll actually be my first time vlogging myself actually doing it. It's like, oh hey, I'm over here. So let's see how it goes down. How
Yeah.
Mario Land is.
Yeah, and then but yeah, and what's it called again? I think that's about it. Yeah. 18-hour flight. Woof. I've never been on a plane that long before. That's crazy though.
It's something. It's kind of a normal thing for us already since we have relatives in the US. So it's okay. It's gonna be a long ass flight again. It's something we're so used to already.
All right. Cool. Well, that's about it for us. If you guys haven't already done so, once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you haven't already done so, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 2,000 watched hours, which is halfway to monetization, which is really cool. I will try to get Eggroll merch maybe up on T Public. I'll probably make a what's it called again? A Project Eggroll account, and we'll have merch there. Let me know what type of merch you guys would like. I know that maybe having an egg that says Project Eggroll on it will be pretty cool, but I want to make sure that it stands out. I know that a lot of the geeks and gamer stuff and the neurotic stuff looks really, really cool and it stands out from the rest, and I want to make sure that it looks doesn't look generic. So I'll go ahead and do that since people are wanting some merch.
Yeah,
But
apparently we didn't know until Jay said
yeah,
it.
I had no idea that people
I had
wanted
no
merch.
idea either. I didn't know either.
Yeah, but as an artist, I haven't drawn for myself for quite some time, so it'll be nice going back to do that. I'll also probably do like an animatic or simple animation for an intro for us, so so we can have like an intro either to our live stream or even an intro to our segment videos. That'd be pretty cool too. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I will try. I'll let you guys know where whenever we are going live. Probably in the community. Probably in the community tab, and the chances of me going live is probably like 70%, depending on what stuff. But like Grae said, there's always stuff to talk about, especially
Yeah, there's
when woke Hollywood keeps sending out a bunch of trash. Let's see. Last comment. Let's see. Photoshop Kathleen Kennedy's face on old cage fighting footage of Gina kicking some ass for an intro when you walk when you talk about Star Wars. Oh, okay. I can do that. I might be able to do that in like Premiere, but anyways, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a fantastic day or night, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. See ya.
later.